Hello, people. We're just chilling for right now. Just as a heads up. I should probably join one of the voice channels, shouldn't I? There we go. Once we start seeing a little bit of activity, we can go ahead and begin with the watch along. We have a couple of really nice games this week. We only have 7 matches to watch, unfortunately. We did have a forfeit, so we only have 7 battles to watch, but they're all really good battles, and they should be very entertaining. I'll give it a minute or two and just see what happens here. Or just allow people to join. Daylight savings, am I right? Daylight savings. I like getting the extra hour of sleep, but daylight savings really kind of just throws me off. So... It is what it is. Let's double check something real quick while we're here. We have a couple of game of the week sets set up here. Sorry for not getting week 3 uploaded yet. Still processing the edits. All good, Arch. It's all good. We have Baldy's side that we can watch for the time being for this week. So that's perfectly fine. Just try to get that uploaded as soon as possible. No worries about that being a little bit delayed. So for Game of the Week voting, it looks like the match for Freedador and H. Diddy got the most likes, followed by the match for Entei Empire and Steel City Surge. So we'll do Austin Sandy Shocks and H. Diddy first. Then we'll go top to bottom from there. So we'll do it in that order. Still feel bad about that match. It is what it is. It's gonna happen. I mean, we have the rule set in place now, so that can be avoided in the future. But stuff like that is potentially going to happen without that rule being added. So now that we've added it, hopefully it does get fixed a little bit. And in terms of RNG is a thing that everyone deals with during draft battles. So I wouldn't feel so bad about that. But it's resolved now. All that stuff is resolved. So no worries about it at this point. Like I said, we have that rule in place now. All right. we're going to get into this week now, into the matchups themselves. So we'll go ahead and do this. So for the matchup this week, I clicked on the wrong thing on accident. Whoops. We do have week 3. I believe this one. Yes. So we have the matchup for Frida Door and H Diddy. Now, this matchup was the game of the week most voted for this week, for week 3. The matchups here, we have, obviously, we have Frida Door 2-0 at +8, H Diddy 1-1, -1 currently. So that's the records. And coming into the actual matchup, we got Iron Boulder with Terra's Rock Fighting Flying, Enamorous, Kyurem. You can all see it down here. I'm not exactly going to just explain the team matchups here, but you can see it. Looking into this a little bit, I mean, Frida's coming in with a winning streak of 2. I don't know why it's showing 1. I think that might be broken. I'll have to look into that a little bit and try to fix that. I am just now realizing Frida does not have a Ghost Resist currently. 2 Ghost weaknesses and no Ghost Resist or immunity. So that's not too great, especially when there's a Zoroark Hisui on the other side of the field. So we're going to have to see how that turns out. We're going to see how that goes for Frida here. On the other side of things, no real fairy type for H Diddy. So Enamorous can potentially go ham here. Obviously, King Gambit can be a potential, or no dragon resistance, I should say, outside of King Gambit with Terra Fairy. But Fairy resists. The only thing he has is Tentacruels, and Enamorous has coverage for Tentacruel specifically. So I still think Enamorous can do very well in this matchup. Outside of that, Zoroark Hisui looks like a very good win con for H Diddy, just because there is no Ghost Resist on that side for Frida Door. But let's see. Let's take a look into this matchup and see what happens here. We'll go ahead and turn off the music here. We are going to, not sleep timer, playback speed 1.5. I'm going to turn the volume of this up a tad, because I hope Frida fixed his audio for this. I really hope he did.
Welcome back.
This is so much better.
Of Orange Islands PDL. I'm looking at my opponent's team.
Okay, so no team builder from Frida this week. We do see the Zoroark Hisui come in from H Diddy. We do see Enamorous again. I see double specs. I'm seeing double specs from Enamorous and from Kyurem. That's interesting. I also see the Bramblegast. So both Ghost weaknesses show up this week. I wonder what Terra the Boulder is. Gligar also shows up. So 2 Terra Captains. And then the Gambit and Glaceon from H Diddy. So both Terra Captains from both teams showing up this week. I wonder what the leads are here. I'm assuming it's going to be like Gligar or Rotom Heat lead. Potentially Bramblegast, but I think Rotom or Gligar are going to be the leads here. And then on the other side, I can see Latios, Zoroark, or Tentacruel being the leads, but let's see what happens.
But that's no matter.
Gligar lead makes sense.
I can glance at the hazards. It's Glaceon. I could just Terra Water, but that's nah. I don't know if that's how I want to use.
Before we get into this, though, if it is a Zoroark lead, I wonder what he's gonna try to show it as. It could be a Gambit. It could be Gambit. It could be Latios. To try to bait out a fighting or a ghost move.
We'll see. I'm expecting a lead. I'm expecting a lead. My gut is saying it's going to be Zoroark.
Zoroark lead looks really good here, honestly.
Alright, let's see. Oh god, I need to do my trainer card at some point.
Tentacruel lead, okay.
Tentacruel. Do I believe...
That makes sense. I think you go for a Stealth Rock, though.
What coverage does Zoroark have?
It would be nice to get damage off.
Does it have...
But I don't think Zoroark can really do that much to you. You're an EVO like Gligar.
It's icy then. Let me bring up this cal. Let me see how much ice unit does. Probably enough.
I think you just get your rocks up.
I've got a couple more seconds. It doesn't kill. Earthquake.
It is the Zoroark.
Willow Wisp.
Okay.
I tentacle dodge Willow Wisp. I guess it does. Does it?
I mean, that's good. He got the damage off on the Zoroark, so now it's going to be a lot more difficult for it to come in. But I feel like Rocks would have been a very good play there early, because now this thing can just probably knock you out with a Hyper Voice or a Hex. It's probably going to be Hex.
No, it's doing a lot less. Like less than half.
I can see this being a Hex play.
A big oof right there. Right on top of the rest of this team here that I know he has. Gambit, got Latios. Hitmonlee.
There's the Hex, yeah.
Hex. Hex can deal with damage here. Yeah.
The fact that that didn't KO is a little surprising.
What's my other options? How much does Rotom take?
I think you just have to sack Ligar here.
Especially bulky. Taking 32%. But I'm threatening the KO. Is that what I want to do here? I want to let this go down and bring this out in response.
I think you just sack Ligar.
Honestly, I think
yeah.
It's going down. No such spikes.
Yeah, you just let Ligar go down, so you get a free swap into Rotom. I mean, you could potentially go Boulder too, but I don't know what the Boulder is built to do in this matchup.
I just looked at the team. What is that? Oh, please, yeah. I'm good. I'm good. Could go Hitmonlee. I could go Gambit. I think I just click Dark Pulse either way. And against one of those, I will. If it's one Hitmonlee, that is.
I clicked the wrong button. I meant to put a like on the video, not dislike. Sorry, not sorry, Frida.
Based on selected code.
That Hyper Voice does so much damage.
That's fine.
Getting that Zoroark out of the way, though, is massive.
That also makes my game a lot easier, so I don't have to ask, is this Zoroark? I don't know if that's a good trade, to be honest, but they don't have much in the way of special threats anymore. I know that's about it. I just love that. Am I not speaking with Tentacle? Probably not, because it's a cool. I definitely have to Tentacle. Cool.
I keep hovering over the video and I don't mean to.
Can I?
So the Tentacruel comes out here. This thing outspeeds Rotom. Naturally.
I am at 132. It's a guaranteed knockout. And I don't. I think going with after just looking no matter what. If they rapid spin, I don't care. Because it will affect me. They serve. Also, if they slug raise, that's impossible.
That does a lot of damage.
That did so much damage. I don't think that's a number I expected from a sludge rate. I'm at 164. That did 40%. That's especially impressive.
Offensive Tentacruel, anyone?
It could just be too more than investments. Could it be modest? No, it can't be modest. Okay. Well, I guess it can be modest. Actually, wait a second. Minus 6%. I can't like that.
Leech Seed substitute.
I'm gonna substitute just to see what happens.
Why would you sub though? I don't get that. Why wouldn't you just? Why wouldn't you just swap out there? This is probably Liquid Ooze Tentacruel, so.
Wow, this is not great.
Okay, lands the Power Whip, and that does damage, but Brambleghast is gonna go down, which is not good.
I'm definitely outspeeding. I had it outspeed.
Choice Specs, Contrary, Superpower, and Amorous. That is something.
Such a Earth Power. I think Earth Power is the better play here. Because if they make full lead and go to Latias,
I think you just Moonblast here. I don't think Tentacruel will take a Moonblast from this range. If it's specially invested, it's probably not very it's probably not very defensive.
Look at this Scarf. I just, yeah. Let's see.
I mean, that's fair. He sacks the Tentacruel.
I'm overthinking this for absolutely no reason. They don't know what item I am. There's no way they go Latios, right? What do you go? You go Glaceon? Hitmonlee. You don't know that I'm not Moonblast. Unless you're Resist Berry.
It's probably Endure Custap. Watch it be Endure Custap Hitmonlee.
Unless you're like Bandit or Life Orb.
That's what I expect this to be.
Let's just Earth Power. Let's go 2 hit KOs. Because that's what I really want to do. I think we just got to spin here.
Jack of all trades, I've seen it with a lot of things. It is very
like
surprisingly bulky, but if it's an offensive set, I don't think Tentacruel would be able to live that.
I think I put in
if it's an offensive build.
To Gambit in the form of,
I think you got to go into Rotom here. I'm expecting Endure from this Hitmonlee.
That kind of proves that I'm choice.
Fake out. Okay. Fake out normal gem. I love it. I was talking about that earlier, actually. I was talking about that to myself. Fake out normal gem is crazy unburdened tech.
I think I'm dead regardless. I think I want to peaceful just in case I survive. I'm bad if I go, yeah. Minus speed. How much do I do then? Iron Boulder kills with close combat, especially if they're terrified. But do I need to? I need to terrify No, I actually need to terrify because if this is unburdened,
Booster speed boulder makes sense. What Terra are you?
Can I just that speed?
I missed it before.
Jolly. I can hide. There we go. Good Jolly, you cannot speed. You also don't use it. Or if I don't Terra.
It is really kind of hard to understand and listen to Frida right now.
Careful combat. Let's see. It's very much not ideal. I'm not in a great position, I'm going to be honest. I mean, I'm not off. I'm not in close. Here's my throw. That's how I was second that. Let's see.
This should knock it out.
Don't have some like acrobatics and just
oh!
Hell. I don't have an answer to that anymore. It's not a really reliable one.
Frida, I'm gonna give you a tip on this. Turn your mic volume up or turn your sound, in-game sound down a little. It is kind of hard to hear you.
We're just trading Pokemon back and forth, and that's not great for me.
If you watch this back, just know, turn your in-game volume down and your mic up a little bit. I don't know, if they have their mic volume all the way up.
That's always how I do it.
They could raise it up or slow the game audio. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Either one. I suggest lowering the in-game audio a little bit, or adding a boost to your microphone. One of the two.
I mean, I'm not the kind of guy. Do I just go for damage here? Do I continue this game of shooting back and forth? I honestly think I might be okay with it. Click this deal about 60%. Yeah, that's good damage there. What's the purge? That's fine. Boulder.
Here I'm in Enamorous. Or left.
Enam's not outspeeding, but what coverage would this have? This Thunderbolt. And I'm looking for this right now. It's definitely got a drag move. I'm not going to touch on that one for a moment.
I think you go into Enamorous.
To Enam. Not enough, but then Enam's kind of worthless. Or I just go kill him and take his victim and get to the face. I do believe that this is the better option when it comes to it. Why is it lying to me? Saying Earth Power is just effective.
The Glaceon and King Gambit are still in the back, so I think you have to lock in for... I think Latios wins this. I think so too. Oh. Oh, the Spadep boost!
contrary coming
The
in.
contrary coming in.
It's not gonna matter.
Latios went down.
Again, we're doing the trade game.
Gambit's gonna come in here for sure, right? It has to.
The problem is, you don't go Glacier.
This has to be the Gambit. And I think it just goes for Ironhead. I think you have to... You're gonna have to sack the Enamorous on the Gambit's play. And just go for Moonblast and hope for the best. Losing Boulder sucks here. It really does. Boulder was the win con for this endgame, I think. Because that Glaceon's probably Terra Water.
Dark Flying Fairy.
Supreme Overlord. Oh, that's not good.
I still take this Glaceon no matter what.
No, you have Freeze Dry on Kyurem. Don't go Kyurem. You take your chip with Enamorous. Take your chip.
Glaceon beats my Kyurem.
For Frida to win here, I think he needs to go for the Enam chip with Moonblast.
I'm going to go with no.
Like, you gotta go for the Moonblast.
I really want to click this. Okay. What type? Wait a second. Oh.
Gambit's probably not gonna Terra.
Beat doesn't Terra.
It doesn't have a Terra that resists.
Oh, I didn't swap. Okay. That was actually... Oh, thank you, time. If I actually clicked the
So
move I wanted to click, I would have...
Timer gave him the better play, in my opinion. Him going to Timer gave him the better play.
Now, let's see how much Sucker Punch does here. King's Wind, Sucker Punch into my Kyurem. Does a solid... Oh, this one is...
Does Freeze Dry KO Gambit from this point?
Your Dark Glasses, it does about 80%. Oh, that's it?
You're gonna lock in Earth Power. Okay.
You're gone. Okay.
I don't think that crit mattered.
Ice, Water, Ground, Glaceon. I'm ready to lose because of Glaceon. This is the reality I'm living in, and I accept it.
Oh man, what's the Glaceon's types again? It's Water, Ice, and I think Fairy is the last one, if I'm not mistaken.
And it to Kyurem. Thankfully, this is just neutral no matter what I do. This game is just... It is over one way or another. Does this thing have a winning voice? It does. Terra Fairy? You're not Terra Fairy.
It is Terra Water.
Probably not. Terra Water. Don't.
Alluring voice. Oh! Oh, the crit!
Oh, what did the crit matter? Did that crit matter? Oh, that was a great game.
That crit might have mattered.
I'm very curious if the crit mattered. No shame if it did. 1 second. I need
that crit definitely mattered.
Modest. Alluring voice.
That crit mattered. That crit mattered so much.
1 second. Choice. Spec. Oh, it mattered. Oh, that kills me a little bit. But it's good.
That's honestly insane. A crit to give H Diddy the win at the end. Oh my... Well, that was a very interesting battle. Honestly. GG's to both of you. That's a great battle to start off with. Jeez. That's insane. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. First, Frida not locking in a turn until after timer goes to 0. So it automatically forces him to do the last move he did. And then has to go into Kyurem, and he loses to a crit from Glaceon. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Okay, well, that's a very fun battle. Our next matchup is going to be my matchup against King. Here's the matchup here. I'm not going to go a whole lot into this one. This was our second most voted Game of the Week matchup. We're going to see King's perspective in this one because I'm not going to show my own content. That's just... I don't want to do that. I would rather show everyone else's content. So we're going to see King's perspective of this battle. This was a very good battle, thinking back to it. These are with the changes, by the way, so the original team is going to be much different. But this is the changes that King made after this week finished up. So both the Terra Captains are different. I believe it was Mimikyu and Skeledirge. Skeledirge no longer has Terra here. But Mimikyu and Skeledirge were the 2 Terra Captains for this team when we were battling, just as a heads up. So let's go ahead and get into this one here for King and my battle.
Hey guys, it's the Amanda and Coleman King, and week 3 is here. After last week's crazy W with Tropicals, let's go. We are here back, and we are fighting the owner of this. I think maybe not owner, but definitely admin of this league.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited.
I am
not
not
only
the
to fight
owner.
this person, but also honestly very nervous. This matchup really hurts. Specifically without my changes because I joined during this week. So next week is when I will officially have my changes no matter what. Meaning this week I still have to deal with the old team and the old team of like mons I just think are frauds. However, I finally get my redemption as I really want to use Inteleon. I think I said that last week. I love Inteleon. I wish I could fit it on this team, but with points where I had to drop it sadly. But this week, he's coming, so I'm very excited that he might get his final debut. Anyways, let's get into the matchup and what we brought. So my opponent has Terra Annihilate, which is pretty terrifying, which is Ghost, Fairy, and Fire. Greninja, Garchomp, Scizor, Primarina, Toxicity, Espeon, Avalugg, Honchkrow, Terra, and Ariados. I don't think Honchkrow and or Toxicity is ever coming to this matchup. They're just really bad here. Maybe Honchkrow if they somehow for some reason think I'm gonna bring Dirge, Iron Val, Lurantis, Glimora. But you know, maybe. When in reality that Terra Annihilate is a monster, so we need to be careful with that. I'm kind of shocked it's allowed, but stuff like Javelin Terra isn't allowed. I think Terra Annihilate is more busted. You guys saw how I did with the BBR and how I 6-0'd multiple, or maybe not multiple, but I 6-0'd people with it. It's very strong. But anyways, I'm gonna get into my very first mon, and this week I'm just gonna say now, terrible matchup. I quite literally have 0 to beat this defensively. Offensively, I have to hope and pray that I'm a mono buff. That's no way to put it. If we like equal going back and forth, I definitely always lose that. Not to mention, all it takes is one decent play by him, and he kind of wins the whole game. While if I do one bad play, it will also cost me the entire game. Well, he can probably make a couple bad plays with this team, because he has an Uber's draft team. I don't know how the hell he got this team, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
first
either.
Up, we are Iron Valiant. Bad B-Berry for Scizor. We can take a Banded Bullet Punch if we're max HP, but if not, we just absolutely eat all Bullet Punches if he's any other move or AV or anything like that. I do think a defensive one might be coming. Either just full-blown Banded, which we'll tell immediately and no, or like again we'll know immediately if he's like a defensive one based on damage and stuff, and if he's not defensive we can be at like 40% still live. So our moveset is Moonblast or say 5-punch Thunderbolt here. 5-punch specifically just for Scizor, as we can if he's a offensive one just straight up one-shot it, and we only need like 5% chip to guarantee the kill. Besides that though, I'm full special because of Avalugg. I could see an Avalugg coming. I do have a thread that's pretty good into the matchup, and yet again physical Val does look kind of crazy here. Like Ice Punch, both punches into like stab kind of does win this game. So I was like thinking maybe he just will be straight up like full-blown defensive Avalugg here to try to check a defensive Val here, but yeah, maybe not at the same time. But yeah, so like I need to be always free for that, and then yeah, everything else makes sense for just stab coverage to hit everything. Next up is a mon that I'm hoping will throw him off guard, and it's a mon that's honestly other mon that's really only good into this matchup. The rest are kind of just like, okay, they're trying the best. Skeletor or Terra Grass here. I luckily don't have to reveal my Terra immediately for the most part. I can always just simply get my Torch Song up and or click a Lumen Voice and grab a kill, and then Terra afterwards to grab another kill. So this mon should trade 2, and actually at best, or maybe at worst should trade 3. At best, could not only sweep the game, but most likely drop 4 because of my Citrus Berry. So even Poison Jab, Garchomp, he would have to get max full. He's fully offensive, predict my Terra Grass, and then get the Poison, just for me not to grab 3 kills. But if he doesn't get any of those right, or any of that, it's not even correct, like defensive Garchomp, I'm grabbing 3 kills guaranteed here. Not to mention that we are actually decent. We have some speed investment, not a lot, but some to outspeed Scizor. Meaning we can outspeed Scizor and not worry about knockoff hits, but also just get pretty much straight up cleanup, because that means we'll also be fast in Primarina. So this means we're only outsped by the big scary 3, Annihilate, Greninja, Garchomp, at least the ones that we're scared of. Everything else we just one-shot, one, or just straight up slack off in front of, so this mon should just pretty much just grab 3 kills and be I'm done. This is a mon that I gotta hope can do its work, not to mention it has a Lone Voice for bulk up Annihilate, so if he tries to get a greedy in front of this, I can just really click a Lone Voice, and he has to hope and pray to hit himself, which is very nice. And of course, yet again, unaware with really nice for any weird setup he does, but yeah, I don't think the setup is gonna happen here is Annihilate. Next up is Inteleon. We're actually a physical Inteleon here with Liquidation, Ice Bull Spear, Fell Stinger, and Swords Dance. We have no speed to outspeed Espeon, and we outspeed the entire team besides that. And the only other mon is Greninja, which if he's a Life Orb, really offensive, like maybe a Sludge Wave can do like 60% to a 70%, and then we're in trouble. But if it's any other set, this mon also just pretty much sits in front of Greninja, and the nicest part is we have Fell Stinger. If you don't know how Fell Stinger works, because it's usually not used, is that it's a base 50 damage move, which is not great. However, if it gets a kill, you get to +3. Meaning if we ever get a kill on Fell Stinger in front of either Greninja and or Espeon, mon that we'd like to be in front of, we just win the game on the spot pretty much. There's no way around it. There's just no way. Not to mention Swords Dance is really nice here. Swords Dance does pretty much one-shot every single mon except Primarina. So we need to make sure about that. And then also, we are loaded Dice Ice Spear specifically for Garchomp, because there could be a Sash Garchomp, although I don't know if I'm going to lead this. However, if I really think of a Sash Garchomp, like if I see maybe like Avalugg or something, I'm going to think maybe Sash Chomp. Then I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to go for this. Even Ariados, and I'll lead this Ice Spear and just grab a kill immediately, but also Ice Spear just naturally does more than Ice Spinner. And then we also avoid the Yachi Berry, which is very nice, because it only procs the first one. And then yeah, loaded dice. Ice Spear is also an incredibly nice neutral grind. I think that actually one-shot everything except Primarina and Avila, which is very nice. Yes, even Greninja. Oh, actually, my two-shot Greninja. And yet again, Felstinger, if we ever get a kill on Greninja or Espeon, or even any of these mons low HP that are just in range for Felstinger, we can just win the game. So it's one of the mons that are really good into this matchup. And we have Sniper, have a decent chance to land crits. We don't have any of those critical hit moves this turn, or this time around, just gonna kind of hope we get it, but if not, it's just fine. Next up is AV Dragapult, or Dragapult? Jagalgi here. We got AV just because I felt like trading at worst, specifically with Espeon. I think Espeon's coming, and I wanted to be Specs here because he does not have a switch into this. It's just Scizor, and Scizor hates taking Shadow Balls, and Draco, well, doesn't hate, but it hates taking a Draco Meteor. A Spadef Scizor takes like 60% to Draco, and if we're like, yeah, it's insane that we do that much. So his only real check is kind of like, honestly, Espeon, being a defensive Espeon. So I really think that would come, and specifically for that, we're AV to eat a Psyshock into a Psychic, and just at worst trade. Because yet again, like I said, this is a full-blown HO team. I have no checks really. I'm just here to try to get damage and be annoying, and make sure to see if any of my mons can clean up.
This battle was
so that's
very
why I have this of
annoying,
like either being an endgame cleanup where I'm healthy to take Ice Beam from Greninja and Ice Beam from Pumina and Psychics from Espeon, or just being an early game mon that can pretty much trade 1-for-1 with a mon and then give us a nice switch in. But yeah, I was very close to being Specs though. Next up is Choice Specs Terapagos, and this is why I'm not Choice Specs on Dragalge, because I think this is probably going to be a better user, and I know it can run multiple, but feels redundant running too. And this is because my opponent has absolutely zero switch-ins to this mod. At least Choice Specs. He does, if he's AV Primarina, he absolutely eats Terrastar Storms, so that's why I'm not going to be, that's why I am Specs. We are just pure coverage for the entire team. You guys could see the matchup. You guys will know, okay, this is here for that, that's here for this, yada yada. Just think it's a little weird. Just going over back and forth with that. We are fast to outspeed specifically Toxicity and slow Annihilate, so that's going to be really nice. And then we are just max special attack to try to just nuke with Terrastar Storm, as we do just one-shot everything. It's only switching to two specs to Terrapagos is of course, Ghost Annihilate, which I don't think it's going to be Terra Ghost into this matchup, and I think it has to Terra immediately. So it's really nice here. And yeah, that's going to be it with this one. This mountain just going to click A with Terrastar Storm into this matchup, because, you know, his Steel type does not like taking it. And also, this is what I want to be lead, by the way. This is one of my mons that I want to lead. I want to lead this and just click the button, as yet again, this is probably best time to get it out and just do that, as I think he's going to either lead Garchomp, or maybe if he's Protein Ninja, that could happen, but either Garchomp, Ariados, or Espeon is one of those, and all these just absolutely nuke it, so that's why.
My shit.
I mean, also could do something aggressive, so I can go back and forth. But could also do some
keep
aggressive
your own
stuff,
stream.
like predict Rock Polish and stuff, and try to taunt me, or encore me, or avoid me.
Hi!
So, yeah. And then last up is Mana Bud, and this is honestly because I didn't have a last good mon. I was thinking of adding Vreds, but I didn't like just having a team that's really EQ weak, and then also just
we're doing
not
watch
having any
along.
immunity to it. So
Shit,
that's
let me
the
get
only
my
reason why this
stuff
one's here.
uploaded.
Yes,
And
we are
DQ.
doing watch alongs.
Great, that's it. And Defog. It's here for Defog, to guarantee habit spam from Garchomp, so
Hi,
even Chomp is coming with
it's your
habit spam.
favorite guy.
And then we have a really basic U-turn boost foul play set. I don't think I'm ever clicking foul play.
We're literally in the
Yeah.
middle of a video, so saying hi right now is not the best idea. We're in the.
I'm just clicking defog sometimes.
We're watching
and U-turn
King.
99% of the time, because I do just want to get my big fits in. But that's literally all this mod is here for. There's no
Is
check
this
points
on
here
the
for, just to
YouTube
make
or
sure
the
EQ
Twitch?
spam doesn't
I
happen.
don't see
And that's
Twitch
it.
in there.
But yeah, that's the team for this week. I don't feel super great, especially if I don't know, play bad, or like I said, just unfortunate things happen. Like if I'm just simply not a mon ahead, or I don't kind of trick my opponent, I kind of just, I feel like I always lose this matchup. He had a really great matchup here, and there's so many mons I can just win the game here. So
This
but we'll see.
is
There's
week
always,
three,
you know,
right?
I could always get that ahead, or Pell. I can even get lucky, right? So let's see if we do get
I
that
meant,
in the match
okay,
itself.
yeah,
See you guys
but
then.
I'm really behind.
Here we go. The last match with this team, finally, and I can use what I want to. Yep, Annihilate came, not a surprise. Greninja. Okay, so he just bought all his Ubers. What a shock. By the way, I don't know who in this league allowed him to grab every single round one pick, but not only every single round one pick, but all, like, the fucking Uber mons. Like, all these should have been picked up. I don't know why all these mons are indeed allowed.
Because
Not
if
allowed,
you
but-
looked at the draft board, there was so many available options for Terra, and then there was so many really good options left afterwards that people did not pick up all of these guys for whatever reason.
But,
Send
you know,
me the
kind of
YouTube
same-
link
It's in and out,
so I
guys.
can watch it in real
It's
time.
just like, damn, Garchomp and Greninja and Terra
Why do I
Annihilate, those are
never
all
get
round one picks right there.
pinged for this?
Yeah, like to my opponent though, he did bring the Annihilate, but not the Honchko. I don't feel confident in this matchup at all. I think his team's amazing. I think he's a great matchup in here too, especially before my changes. I think if I have Thunder, though, this
We're
matchup's
watching
so
this
free for me, but
Kippy.
yeah, currently this is a really, 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 really hard matchup.
We're watching this
I'm
Kippy
just gonna-
guy.
I'm-
I think we should
I
just
probably
skip
described
this
I said it in
battle.
the match
Bad
or in the
team.
team preview or whatever, but team builder. I'm just gonna go hard HO into this matchup. Kind of like my only way out into this team. Kind of hope I can just kind of dwindle his pieces and stuff. So yeah, good luck to my opponent. I gotta say, if Greninja gets a kill, it's probably game over on the start. I don't have a Greninja check, especially since I'm gonna let Terapagos salute Swarm or its Shell instantly. So it's probably doing Garchomp lead. Ninja Boy, it's actually a Ninja, so he will outspeed us and get some damage. The real problem is do I want to predict the possible Annihilate switch? That's the real question here. Do I predict the Annihilate switch? and
I
go
was scared
for,
to set up to wrap.
any other move,
this
or should I
matchup.
just click the Terrastar Storm? If I look at Terapagos into Greninja, he's getting nuked. Yeah, he's getting nuked. It could be a defensive Annihilate, so I'm like already doing nothing to it. I don't like switching into Annihilate, but I could probably find a way out. Yeah. Ooh. Why not? We'll be aggressive. Do we have U-turn? Haunt. Oh, okay. We'll take that. And your protein. Oh, this is great for us.
Yeah, this was not a good
amazing
start.
for us. Are you Focus Ash? You're not. You're dead. Okay, awesome. First big bet down.
I was very scared of
I think I
setup
do
to
a rule
wrap
that I'm
double
specs with.
dance.
I think. Hold up. Let me check for Ninja. Yeah, I have to be really inspect with Silk Scarf. There's a roll with Silk Scarf, like a boosting item. So he could very much think I'm like Silk Scarf, something along those lines. Possible. He might just think, okay, he went for the specs, you know? But that is something to keep in mind. Maybe if he's HP investment, he knows for a fact. I don't know if he's HP investment. We know he's fast, that's for sure, so. Cyborg. Espeon. Interesting. Espeon. We do liver hit, of course. And, like, it does suck losing my Terra Shell, but also getting 70 to 90% chip on this is kind of big. Yeah, I'll do it. Light screen. Screens. Okay, so he might also be an HO match, which is not great for us then in that case. You know, it's definitely like, I'm doing 40% then. Yeah, 50%. You might go Annihilate here, right? Just be like, okay, Annihilate. Time to take these Terrastar swims, so. I do want to keep this alive because I want my Fell Stinger to proc, but maybe I don't even need it. I'm trying to think. He's probably just gonna go Annihilate. Annihilator. Inteleon, not doing anything. Dragalge, not really doing anything. Mandibuzz, not really doing anything. What move did he go for? Like Thunder Punch in front of this, probably? I could go Hard Val to scare him. See, this is probably. I just don't have switching. I think we go this. I think he might go Annihilate, which is not great for us, but it's okay. But yeah, we know Light Clay now. Might be Magic Bounce. Not Light Clay, sorry, Light Screen. No, you actually just Draining Kick, which makes sense. It makes sense, right? You're going for the breaking the thing and all that. You do get a lot of HP back, too. I am willing just to U-turn. I don't really need this mon for any reason in particular. But I'm willing to just U-turn. They might go Fluct here. If so, that's kind of fine. Espeon. Espeon. How do you spell Espeon? There you go. U-turn should be doing 39 to 40 if they don't go for the Reflect. They might just be going for the Reflect here, get the screen. It's kind of free. I could always defog, right? And that's one thing I feel like I can fear him with. If I go defog, even though if he has Magic Bounce, it does indeed take the screens away. So, Shark Boy. Is that Scizor? Garchomp. Okay. Rocky Helmet? Okay, yep. So you might be a defensive. Possible. Possible, you know? Very possible here. What's the switch into this? The switch into this is probably good old Primarina. I'm kind of willing to go into this, though. Try to click buttons, maybe? Inteleon. Garchomp. Icicle Spirit. I do live one, but the real question comes down to Primarina. If I'm +2, I'm doing 40%. Is it worth trying to go for this? Maybe. It might be worth it. It's my only real choice. I mean, I have my Iron Valiant here. Is Iron Val switching? I could just go Iron Val. I'm gonna go with this though. I need to check if Iron Val actually killed it. No. It wouldn't. Well, yeah, because of Light Screen. So you might think he can live one. I don't know. So I'm trying to think like he could just go for an Earthquake. I don't want to go for the SD. I want to get super aggressive. I feel like I need to get aggressive. I'm gonna go for aggressive hit here. Yeah, then say you might just swap out. Okay, get it again. Siren Boy. Okay, yep. We need chip on this, so this is the only mon checking my entire team. So getting this chip is big. It's only 30% if it's like max HP. Inteleon +2. Arena. I'm only doing like 40 to 40% if it's not gonna do a lot, honestly, I'll be totally honest. It's just not gonna do a lot. What happens if I get the +4? 60%. Nah, it's just better to go for 2 liquidations here. Kind of scout what it is, you know? This mon is big. If this goes down, this is the only mon checking like my entire team. If this goes down, Iron Val can win, Steladage can win, and even Terapagos can very easily win. Like literally, this mon stops my entire team. This is such a great mon into this team. So we do like 30%. So we did.
I hated the defense drop.
That's
in
nice
this
to get
turn.
that. Moonblast. I live. That does a lot though. Leftovers.
The defense drop was awful.
Okay. Now he might go into Garchomp expecting -1 defense, doing like 50%. Garchomp. Yeah, I would only do like 30% to Garchomp. Do I go for the Icicle Spear here? He does always hit. Icicle Spear to Primarina. Primarina. You are very physically defensive. Okay, you escaped this one, clearly. +2, -1 defense. 30%. Liquidation's doing 40. This should still put you in range though for everything, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. No, he does just stay in, okay. Again, I feel like I had to go for that just to make sure he doesn't. But this should still do a bunch of damage, though. Nice, yeah, very nice, very nice. We do get min rolls, no crits with Sniper, but that's okay. That is okay. Oh! Interesting. That is not what I expected. I thought you'd go for the kill.
I thought there was going to be a swap.
Okay. Well, that's amazing. Women's hood. That's all we kind of want in this matchup. So Iron Boy comes out though. Makes sense. Yeah, he wants to go for the BP. I don't think I care, right? Like I just don't care about this mod. Skeledage into Scizor. Band-Aid's doing like 14%. He has to. I feel like he has to go for the attack. I feel like, I mean, he could take a liquidation technically. It would do like 90%, and that's if he's offensive, or if he's defensive. Well, Skeledage can just kind of eat this. So I'm going to go Skeledage here. It could be a bad play. It could also go into this. I don't think I fully eat it to an extent. Mandibuzz, let's be Band-Aid. Yeah. This mod is less valuable, technically. I'm taking nothing from Bullet Punch, though. I'm gonna go Skeledage here. I think it might be safer to keep HP on Doge and honestly sack Mandibuzz, as Mandibuzz is quite literally useless into this matchup. It's just a free extra mon, but this is Tank Chomp, so it could very much just be Hazard, so I don't want to, you know, be scared of that. Bullet Punch, so okay, I didn't do anything. Into Skeledage. At least I'm 9%, you are not banded. That was a min roll with like non-boosting item adamant. Knockoff will hurt, but I also don't mind going for this, right? Like he doesn't have a great switch into this, it's Garchomp, and I don't mind Terra immediately. Yeah, so I'm just gonna click Switch on. He might stay in. We are faster, so I'm glad I did the speed investment. We do live, he does live one, so he's probably 8.
No, he just forgot I had light screen up.
And he goes for YouTube. So yeah, he expected me to be a little slow, but I'm not. I have some speed investment to specifically outspeed this mon, which is very nice. This also might scare him. He might think I'm very fast, thinking, oh shit, he outsped me, right? So that's something that he might think in mind of like, uh-oh, this mon's really fast, so I need to look at my speed tiers and realize Primarina's slow and all that, so... yeah. I think his best bet is just go Garchomp here. Plus 1 Doge into a Garchomp. And again, this is why I'm like Holiday Show, I kinda need to do this. I think light screen is still up sideways. Does mean the light clay is in effect. I was trying to get screens in my matchup here, but I couldn't. This team's so butt. It's not actually butt, but you know, it's just not my type of style. I don't like having some of these mons, like Mimikyu is a fucking fraud. It's okay. Iron Boy does come out. Okay, we will gladly take this. Because we are, he's delaying screens here, which is what we like. And Siren is, what speed? 60, yeah, so we should outspeed it. And there's a light screen. Amazing. But we do know that you like clay.
Yeah, my light screen ran out there.
I believe... Is that a game? It's not. The leftovers, though. I should definitely... No!
Oh, no! The misclick!
No, no, no! Please Moonblast. No! Oh, I'm so mad.
Oh, that's the misclick he was talking about. Oh, man.
Oh, that sucks! Okay. Well, our advantage is instantly gone. Great. So, now I feel incredibly uncomfortable. Oh, not uncomfortable. Not great into this matchup. That sucks, dog. Ah, fuck! I wanted to click Luring Voice, which guaranteed does 25% min, even if it's Spadef. Like, that guaranteed killed, and based on that damage I always do. I just didn't want to real Terra Grass. Fuck! That was 2 free kills for me. That was 2 free kills for me. Easily, confidently.
Yeah, that was rough.
Okay, I guess I just go into you. It's not like you have a great switch into this anyway, so... And Scizor is hurt, so it's not like he's gonna take one anymore. I think I do just go for Moonblast. This switch into what Scizor. You don't care about, so... That sucks. That absolutely sucks.
I was hoping for setup there.
Because I could have killed that, been fast, then I would have... He would have to make a 50-50 on my Terra type. And based on that, I get another kill, and frankly, what I think will happen, he goes Espeon screens, sacks Espeon, it's a 3v1, but I get the +3 Stooge, and I still have Slockoff and my Citrus Berry intact. Like, that was such amazing spot for me, but, you know.
The crazy thing is I was fully expecting
I'm really mad.
Terra
If I lose this, I can't blame anyone except myself now. Goes Fire and Fairy, that's why I didn't want to fully send this out. Wow, Doge would be nice here. Ghost, Fire, and Fairy. It's probably Fire. I think I have to go into you. Annihilate. Into Mandibuzz. Get the Terra out, so this is nice. I'm so upset, man. I'm just so upset. Maybe it's Ghost Stab? Okay, that's kind of what I thought would be. Which is good for us. We still have a chance into this match, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's looking really bad. It's looking really bad because of this, yeah. Man, I'm gonna lose to a misclick. I already know it. I go for a U-turn here. And I know I'm boosted. I'm bad to boost Rage Fist, let me see. The Gelgi. Base 100 Rage Fist. I live 1, if he goes to +2. I still live. Oh, but that's no attack invested. I don't know. I think I have to U-turn. Okay, taunts. Very taunt heavy.
Yeah, I did not like a couple of different things.
You're expecting a toxic.
I didn't like Toxic on Mandibuzz, and I also didn't like
Plus
Setup to
one.
Wrap.
Who's base 100 rage first? Where's Terapagos doing? Not good. Do I go Terapagos first? Like, what is his stab move? Strain Punch Rage Fist? I think I have to go to Zoro. No, not Zoro, sorry. Yeah, I think I have to go into this. Yeah. Galgi. Rage Fist doing 6 to 6. Your leftovers? Yeah, your leftovers. I don't know how to win this, man. I think I threw so hard. I clicked Sledge Run. He's probably very speed F, so he takes like only 70% from this. I kind of wish I was Specs here.
Here comes misplay number 2 or 3
nice little
from me.
mid-round to take hits, but you know. He taunts again. Wait, he threw. Wait a minute. He threw. Wait a minute. Actually, no, he didn't. He gets base 150 Rage Fist. Poison? No, we don't get the poison. Okay,
that's a misplay from
kill
me.
A roll to kill me, ladies.
I didn't like Toxic or Toxic Spikes from this thing.
He's very scared of Toxic. I don't blame him. He withdraws. Oh my god. Bet neutralized. Big sizzles coming out. Good play. Can't be mad. I don't care. Iron boy. Okay. This is fine. This is okay. It is okay. Sizzle. No leftovers. You have max for death hour.
This game was a bunch of misplays from both of us.
Max for death. 30%. It'd be nice here if I had my my Skeletage. Wow, it'd be super nice. Ah, man. I think I had this win in the bag. I'm still very worried. I think I have a chance now with that swap. I think that was a big throw. He must have been scared of something. I don't know what. Do I keep this healthy? He doesn't have boost anymore. He could just U-turn out. If he U-turns what? Into Annihilate, that's bad. I kind of feel like I just go... What's my best attack? Joker's doing like 30%. That's not even worth it. That's not even 30. So I should just go for like a Shadow Ball.
What do you mean, was he okay for real?
Right? I guess I just go for a Shadow Ball here, see what happens. Knock off. No Flamethrower. Gotta just show Shadow Ball. Lives on 1. Shake off the taunt.
Man.
He got his chippies he wanted though.
We both made so many
I still just
misplays
go Shadow
during
Ball
this
and you
game.
don't have a resist. Doesn't hurt to click this. Sizzle going down doesn't mean Valiant. But yeah, it looks like he might just let this. He might, you know, be like, okay, anything else is less valuable than this currently, so I can get that. Man, imagine I had a Paragrass Sturge, man. Ah, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. Go trump the threat. Okay. It's okay. I still have big Inteleon and Guy. Yep. Imagine I click Draco there.
So that's okay when the other one switches.
Nothing.
Oh. Yeah, because I was at 150 base Rage Fist at plus 2.
He can also Dragon Move. I don't think he
So,
goes for rocks,
I could have
if he
killed
does,
with
that
Rage
was a big
Fist
throw. I
on
feel like,
that
I don't know,
turn.
it's just a really aggressive play. Because if I do just Draco here...
Potentially.
I
I didn't know what the
I
investment was.
guaranteed you guys I win this at that point. But, you know. So, I just think damage here is the most valuable thing. He's so far behind still, luckily for me. On damage specifically, however, he still has the sweep potential. Screens with Annihilate is still great for him. Let's see if he has a Dragon Move stab.
Also, how's it
He
going,
does have stealth
TJP?
rocks.
How's it
Wow.
going?
If I just simply... Wow. Interesting, man. Very interesting. I'm not going to defog. I'm not going to give Annihilate that boost. Do I defog after I need it for Tala? But then Annihilate with that a good amount of health. I think I just U-turn here. Yeah, I think I have to U-turn here. Oh no, he Poison Jabs. I could have just... Okay, wow, I could have just got my Thane off. That's interesting. Very interesting that that's
Tired as fuck.
that was
Yeah,
the play.
I'm pretty
I
tired
really,
too,
really thought
but
you would. Okay, wow,
the
so Lockside up, which means my Coppergrass is
the daylight
so
savings
I thought
helped a
he'd go for
little
the
bit.
aggressive play there.
Tired of the game, RNG
We know
everywhere.
he
Honestly,
owns that,
yeah.
actually. Oh, James Bond is dead too. Fuck.
Honestly,
Okay, go
yeah. RNG is
Go for the
everywhere.
last.
This entire week was something of RNG.
I now know how the guy plays too as well. Like I know if I ever have to fight this dude in the future, I know exactly.
Do you know exactly how I'm gonna play?
I thought the Annihilate into Defiant boost would be his play, not let me get 3 rocks up, and then just sack myself. If I did that, I would be in an app. I think I win on the spot, right? No, maybe not on the spot. Yeah, I don't know on the spot, but I would say kind of comfortably. You have to go Iron Val here now. Not Iron Val, Scizor, and this is where I reveal my Baby Berry. We know
This end game could have gone either way.
Attack investment to kill me based on taking that Skeletage.
This end game really could have gone either way for either of us.
Careful. How did he take that actually? Oh, light spin was up, right? Yeah. I did like 70, so I got like so he's like max HP. Iron Vow with my Baby Berry, I should take a Adamant Bullet Punch.
Dude, you missed the first game. There was
Iron Void has come out.
the first game we watched, Frida and H Diddy. That game was absolutely crazy.
Okay. So Scizor goes down. does nothing because he's full-blown Spadef. And Scizor goes down. I think maybe we can win this. I don't know still. I still don't think I do. I don't know. I think Annihilate can clean up. I don't know. I gotta hope he goes Annihilate now. Annihilator. Like, dude, hates it. That's the issue. He absolutely eats this because Annihilate is fan balance. Please just go Annihilate. Please. I don't have knockoff. I do reveal a mix set, so maybe he'll think, hey, maybe it's like, no. My best move is... Okay. Well, I need to keep you alive, clearly, for, you know. Yeah, 34 HP on this, enough to take rocks. I do have enough HP to take rocks. Interesting. Hold up. No, wait, that's the wrong one.
5-6 games either freeze, mass parrot hacks.
What's his HP?
Honestly, I agree with you. I agree with you. Para hacks is just insane. Freeze is so weird too.
He goes for screens here, right? Like that's what he does. And the issue is I can't kind of stop it. That's the real issue. I can't stop it. I think he wins. Yeah, I think he wins because I'm a one less.
I should have gone for screens here.
I don't know. Maybe I just feel like he gets screens.
I should have gotten screens up, but I didn't.
He does go for, okay,
that changed the entire outlook of the rest of this game.
I had to go Tala here. We already know he's faster. Goes 99.
This changed the entire outlook of the rest of this game.
Draining Kiss. You can go for screens, yeah. I still think he wins this. I still think he wins this. I think Drain Punch HP is just gonna get him into the survivability. Yeah, no, he wins this with Annihilate.
Will cry with my week 4 battle. Oh no.
That sucks, yeah. I just
I'm not looking for week 4 now. This was misplay number 2 for me in this endgame. Going for Drain Kiss instead of Psyshock. I had Psyshock. I should have gone for it.
It's gonna be a 1-0 though, so that's fine. Like I'm fine with the 1-0 loss. It's just I'm just more or less upset with something that I had this one in the bag and now I just this is 85 speed. And
I don't believe I don't think I had Drain Punch. I have to. I don't think I did. I can't remember.
I mean, if he's not, no,
I can't remember if I had Drain Punch or not.
Even if I outspeed, he just Drain Punched all of HP.
I think I did because Terra Blast and Drain Punch were this, like very similar damage on Mandibuzz.
He's not fast. Wait a minute. The pen, come on, crit. No!
I did have Drain Punch.
1000% of roll. Wait, I lived? Wait, what? Wait, I lived?
Because I was specially bulky.
I mean, he's at like the exact same HP, right? Yeah, I just failed the roll, so we gotta go for it again. And he gets less. Wait a minute, I think I actually went. Wait, how did I live that? Oh my god, I was calculating +1 beforehand. And he gets a roll twice. Wow, that's actually insane. And I know it's a roll because with Lightspeed Max for Death, at his HP, it's always a roll no matter what happens there. Even if he, only thing is that if he was like 31%. But I think Iron Valve can clean up, maybe? Maybe? I don't know if that's an Iron Valve range.
I'm pretty sure this last...
Actually, I know I can always...
I'm pretty sure this next attack is a roll.
Wait a minute. No, wait. Let me see his HP. Okay, I think I Fire Punch here. Fire Punch says it does 20%, but Moonblast does 13 to 15 because of Light Screen. It should kill. Oh
yeah, no, that wasn't a roll.
Holy shit, dude, I was... Oh my god, I couldn't lie, I was fucking so tilted. Not, like I said, I'm not tilted at the person or anything else. I'm just tilted at myself specifically on that misclick. Holy shit, wow, I actually won that. I really thought I threw that game away. His village check just didn't exist, so it was one of those things of like, oh wow, this is great. Especially at that point, when Ninja was gone, I was +1.
I had so many misplays in that game.
And he had to go Guard Chomp and sack Guard
GG's to King, but I had so many misplays during that match. That it was just unbelievable. I had so many misplays. So we have Baldy and Arch here. Again, this losing streak is slightly broken, so I'm gonna have to take a look into that. Here's the matchup for this match. This ended up ending in a rule change for the league, so just a little bit of background information for that. Very interesting battle here. Honestly, seems pretty even on both sides. I mean, there's a slight ghost issue over on Baldy's side, but the Decidueye I don't think is going to do that much. Obviously, anything can happen, though. But let's get into this battle between Baldy and Arch. This is Baldy's perspective as well, so let's get into this one. Because Arch still has to upload this week.
Ladies and gents, welcome to the channel. I'm Pokebaldy and I am coach of your Dundee Darmatans for draft leagues. Thank you very much for joining. We're here today. It's for week 3 of the professional draft league. We're currently sitting 1 win, 1 loss. First week went quite well. Second week I prepped very poorly and Skippy played well against what I brought, so it is what it is. Let's see how week 3 goes. Now if you would like to, please sub to the channel. We're trying to get to the goal of 200 for the end of the year. It'd be greatly appreciated. We're currently sitting at 177 exactly at the time of recording, so if we try to get that number up, that'd be great. Just want to see it. Just get the goal. Let's go. Right, if you're not interested in team builders or anything like that, then please feel free to go down to the description below and you'll find the timestamp for when the game is about to begin. If that's what you want to do, see you then. If not, stick around, we'll find out what I'm bringing, why I'm bringing it, and what my opponent has. Cool. Right, let's go. So, in case you missed it, this is my roster for the PDL. We have Great Tusk, Spectre, Hydrapple, that can be Dragon, Steel, and Water Terra. Overquill, Diancie, it can be Fairy, Water, and Fighting. Metagross, Talonflame, Araquanid, and Raichu. Overall, I do like the team. You would like to see draft analysis video, it's in the corner above. However, I'm thinking about trades, right? Yeah. If you have any suggestions at all, or would like to be involved, then please feel free. My front office is open to anyone. I really don't care. Anybody's input is always appreciated, right? But I'm not liking the last. I want to say 4, but I'm really enjoying Raichu. I don't know about Metagross, Talonflame, Araquanid, right? There's maybe a better trio out there that I could grab, but we'll find out. We'll figure it out, right? So let's go to my opponent. Here's Arch, the coach of the Plasma Fists, Deoxys Speed, Samurai Hisui, Blaziken, Cyclizar, Zapdos that can be Flying, Electric, and Fairy, I believe, Pheasantipede, Piloswine that can be Ground, Grass, and Steel, Earthworm, and Decidueye. Now, I would like to make a point, right? I have tried very hard for this past year to stop being a negative person and to be a nice guy, but there's only so much one man can take, and I mean this, right? So, this week I start work at 6 in the morning. I get up at 4:45. And weeks in advance, no, like a week and a half in advance, I got in touch with my opponent and said, right, these are the hours I'm available. We had to change. We decided to go Tuesday night of what is week 4, annoyingly, so we're into another week. I gave my hours that I was available. It was like a 5-hour time slot. No reply. We got to about 2 hours before the end, so like you're talking just before 9 o'clock at night, and eventually get a reply. It's like, okay, cool, just because I made the comp. Basically, I made the comp and I was like, right, I've got 2 hours and that's it. And then I go to bed. Blah, blah. Said he'd be there. Turns back 3 minutes before the competition ends. I'm exhausted. I was literally just switching everything off, and it's like, right, okay. But because I'm a nice guy now, I decided, you know what, I'm not going to take the 4 let's go into the game. There's genuinely a point in the game that you see me almost falling asleep. That is how tired I was. So that's the negativity out of the way. Let's smile for the rest of the video. Let's see what I brought and why I brought it, right? Overquill, Intimidate, Impish, 240 HP, 252 defense, and 8 special defense with the Black Sludge. Got Aquajet, Barbarage, Spikes, and Taunt. Basically, I thought this was one of the best leads into his team. I didn't want to bring Toxic Spikes because Pheasantipede is there. And he has 2 Pokemon that are immune. Well, pre-Terra. Zapdos is immune, and Pheasantipede gets rid of them. So I just brought normal Spikes. Barbarage seems like a good option to hit anything other than the Earthworm. But that's why I've got Taunt on for the Earthworm and the Piloswine lead to stop him trying to hazard stack me, or even just trying to stop him set up, quite frankly. So yeah, that Aquajet was to try and get a revenge kill on Blaziken. Next we have Diancie with Clear Body, Calm Nature, 248 HP, 112 defense, and 148 special defense. I may or may not have picked the wrong Terra type. I'm questioning my Terra types on Diancie, to be totally honest. Not sure about the fighting, but unfortunately we have to have 1 stab, so Fairy is there to stay. It's annoying. Right, anyway, yeah, Citrus Berry, Calm Mind, Store Power, Iron Defense, and Body Press. Basically, this set was designed that it was able to come in freely into the Blaziken, Terrastalize for some, like, just in case, I don't know, you think I'm going for Fairy, I don't know. Basically, Terrastalize, we take a close combat, it puts us into Citrus range, we heal up, and then on that turn we Iron Defense, we're then out of range of another close combat, and we can do some damage. Otherwise, it's like that's the worst case scenario to try and set up in front of a Blaziken. Otherwise, I want to try and set up in front of the more passive mons, and then Store Power and Body Press go through the team, which would be great. Right, next, I've got Talonflame with Gale Wings this week. Naive Nature, 32 HP, 252 attack, 224 speed with heavy duty boots. The only Pokemon faster than this naturally is the Deoxys Speed. We're speed creeping and max speed Cyclizar. We've got Roost, Bravebird, Upper Hand, and Overheat. Roost and Bravebird go hand in hand. You know, I want Gale Wings to make Bravebird go first all the time, and if possible, I would like to Roost to get back up to full health as he either switches out or just goes for something else. I have Upper Hand for the Aquajet on the Samurai Hisui. I mean, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then oh well. And then I've got Overheat because Flare Blitz does nowhere do nearly enough to a Earthworm, so we've got Overheat that guaranteed 1-hit KOs and max HP Earthworm if we land. Cool, Talonflame. Right, next, I've got Araquanid. It's coming off the bench. Maybe not the best game to bring it, with a big bloody Zapdos in front of me, but you know, why not? This is a mistake, but oh well, we're here now. Araquanid with Water Bubble, Sassy, 240 HP, 192 defense, 68 special defense with the Assault Vest, Liquidation, Leech Life, Mirror Coat, and Surf. It was basically the HP and the special defense with the Assault Vest. We're able to take a Timid, Terra Flying, Hurricane, from max special attack Zapdos after rocks and use Mirror Coat to kill it. That was pretty much it. The rest went into the defense because we eat hits for days from the Blaziken and the Samurott. Surf is so that we are actually able to two-shot the Earthworm, because again, Earthworm is a very defensive boy, and yeah, Surf would be good to try and get rid of that. Right, we've got Great Tusk Photosynthesis. Again, like I did say, I found it difficult to try and prep for this, so I kind of just threw this together. It's not Ice Spinner, we changed that. Sorry, again, see, I mean, it's not even Ice Spinner. It's we changed that to Knockoff. So yeah, this is booster speed. As you can tell by the EVs, if you know your EVs, yeah, this is booster speed, rapid spin, headlong rush, close combat, and knockoff. The idea for this is just to come in, hit hard, be faster than anything that hopefully wants to try and come in front of it, and probably go down. That's pretty much Great Tusk's job in this game. It's not got any special one or anything like that. Decidueye is 100% coming because it blocks my rapid spin. Yeah, it's going to be there, so that's why I went for knockoff, so that I can either get rid of its item, or it just does more damage than what Ice Spinner does off the bat. In hindsight, I would have maybe rather brought both, but oh well, it's fine. Last but not least, I've got Spectre, right? So this is obviously Grimnay with Timid. I had a slight oversight when building this, right? I forgot that items such as berries, weakness policy, and stuff like that do not activate behind the sub. Okay, so this is my thinking. Again, this was actually a mid-gym thought. Like, I'm mid-set at the gym, and I decided about this. So this, sorry. 164 defense, 160 special attack, and 184 speed. Just speed creep and max speed cycles are Cobra Berry, Shadow Ball, Draining Kiss, Calm Mind, and Substitute. The idea was, in front of whatever, you substitute as the Cycles comes in, and then, in my head, the knockoff with the Cobra Berry did not break the sub if he was not invested, right? Which is true, it does less than 25%, however, it does not activate behind the sub, so, oh well. So, now we just got a Cobra Berry after the sub goes down. Basically want to go for sub, get the Calm Mind as the sub more than likely breaks, and then we Draining Kiss, and depending on how bulky he is, we can potentially kill it, potentially just get a lot of health back, who knows. But yeah, it kind of looked really good
Blaziken's
at that
heavy
point.
fraud watch.
But again, here's the 6 that we brought against Arch. I'll do like a little bit for the...
There's a
for
reason Blaziken is known as
skip
Fraud
ahead.
Chicken.
But yeah, so guys, I can only apologise, but this game is very quiet because 1, my missus was already sleeping, and I'm still in this bedroom because the room's not done yet, and 2, I was basically falling asleep. I've said throughout the team builder, there's genuinely a part in this that you probably see me fall asleep because I had to wait so fucking long. But yeah, let's go and watch this game versus Arch. Alright, here we go. So yeah, you've got Cycles are, Decidueye. Yeah, okay. Right, I think no Earthworm, so Taunt's a bit less useful. Right, let's I had to wait like 2 minutes before the combat's way to finish. He's already drops the speed. Sunrot, Sui, Zapdos, Fairy, Fly, Lick, and Blaziken. Okay. Right. Oh, did I get them all right? I did. Interesting. Fantastic. I hope I got all 6. Okay, let's go. Yeah, Zapdos is bad for me, but... I just have to maybe get damage off. Let's see how it goes. Hurricanes. 373 down to 126. Red card. Okay. It's not particularly what I wanted. Right, let's see. Oracle, Zapdos. I'm down to 126. So I did 66%. So it's not got a lot of special attack investment.
Could potentially.
To be honest, I think I just let this go down. Later spikes would be nice for a while.
Turn 1 Tusk Switch. I mean, I don't see why it would switch in though.
Okay. Barrage. Red card.
Poison onto the Hamu is pretty nice there. Ceaseless makes sense too.
149, I think it was 149, 97, so I did 14%. Huh. I kind of like 1 layer of spikes, to be honest, so I'll get a layer of spikes.
Razor Shell,
not?
interesting.
So at least we know he's not banded. Let's go down and see. So we are hurt by spikes.
I think you go for an iron defense, right?
I can Terra Calm Mind on this one. Then what does that just do to me? If I go down and say I get a 1+1. You just saying.
I could flip turn. Could be a flip turn.
And a Razor Shell.
Yeah, flip turn makes sense.
And Ceaseless Edge.
Probably goes into Zapdos on
And
this.
Flip Turn.
I'm assuming that's what you do, Arch.
Honestly, it's so late. I'm up so early for work. Competition ended literally a minute before we started searching.
Yeah, Zapdos switch in makes sense. Oh, mine is good though.
So I mean, if you use Terra Electric and goes for Thunderbolt, it does about half. I get my Citrus Berry popped off. I'm at +1/+1. I think I can go for.
I think you have to go for a Calm Mind.
I get +2. Yeah. Maybe I should have just taken the damage.
Terra Electric though. Interesting.
We know that's not Samurai is not choice though.
Discharge. Oh,
This job.
their para? No, no para. Okay.
Cool. Right, now let's just go for Slow Power, get damage.
Does so much damage. It doesn't go down at all. That's a bulky Zapdos, isn't it?
Discharge. Nice Terra Electric, red card's gone on that. U-turn.
You're getting a free sword power off on potentially a sword power off on something.
Yeah, fair enough. They're just taking a bit of
Yeah, he's
poison
taking
damage.
poison damage with that.
I'll just try body
Maybe
press.
he's evil. Yeah.
That one, see?
RNG is a bitch, that's all I'm gonna say.
Overquill. Yeah, Spectria. Araquanid.
I think you go for Rapid Spin here no matter what.
Talent Flame.
You can deal with Decidueye. I think you go with Rapid Spin.
Hey, quick knockoff. He's gonna go into the Decidueye, obviously.
I mean, this works out. No Colderberry, that's very defensive.
So does bang on half. Great Tusk. Decidueye. It's like max defense. It's max HP, max defense. Without an item, I don't kill it. Yeah, so I lost that exchange. So boost.
Jeez, that is very physically defensive, isn't it?
Honestly, man. I waited for this shit. Like, I can't even do anything to it. I say this is the problem.
There's death investment. That makes sense. I think you overheat here, though. Yeah. It does so much damage.
I can let this go. It's pretty much looking like my only way out is the Spectre plan. Cool.
That is so annoying. Defensive Zapdos with Roost. Zapdos is just an annoying mod in general. The thing is so annoying. Mirror Coat play makes sense. I don't know if that's enough damage for overheat, though. That's the thing.
I'm sorry if I'm not talking much. I'm tired.
There's no way that thing lived.
Well, upper hand is pointless.
Upper hand is a smart bring, though. This has to be a, yeah, I was gonna say Brave Bird on this guy.
Let's see if he wants to try and set up.
That's insane. That's crazy. What did you try to do there? Did you try to SD on that?
Honestly, Great Tusk is kind of useless at this point. As long as I deciduize alive, Great Tusk is useless. Message. Cool. Right, Spectre, yeah. Let's just try a sub. Is the plan going to happen?
Certainly seems like the plan's good.
I doubt it, but let's find out. Okay, so he's not scarfed. Let's keep catching on something. Oh yeah. Because it's not hitting me, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Right,
Yeah, so that's the play he was talking about before. And it lived. There's the knockoff. Honestly, that's pretty similar damage, though.
Cool. I really want to sub again. Just does do enough damage. I mean, I have to just calm mind and try again.
+2, +2.
Discharge. Paralyze me. Fully paralyzed. Watch these turns.
Oh,
There it is.
discharge is
Drink,
so
fully
annoying.
paralyzed. Go on.
And then the hard swap out of it. Back into Cyclozar. And then the para. Oh, man.
Oh, that's the fuck, man.
And then that knocks you out. Oh, man. Paralysis is such... Week 4 deja vu. Paralysis is such...
Oh well, a good game against Arch. I'm never fucking waiting for
honestly,
anyone
paralysis is just such
Still,
a
so you're waiting.
POS
Too fucking
status.
much.
It's
Yeah,
so
they're
annoying. It's worse than freeze.
again. Cool, good game, mate.
GG's to both of you. Arch, as a heads up, try to schedule much earlier in advance for that, please. That would be greatly appreciated going forward. Yeah, that was the week 3 match for Baldy and Arch. We're gonna move on to Rain and CC. This matchup, so Rain had just CC had just come off of a victory. Rain also, I believe, came off of a victory. I don't know why that's showing a 0. I really need to look at the winning streaks for this doc and try to figure that out, because this is not correct. I want to apologize on that. The matchup here. Let's see. No, like there is a weakness to flying here, especially with Goldango, that we've identified with CC team before. Outside of that, there's no real issues that are that stand out to me. Going to the other side with Rain's team, to go along with that flying weakness, Dragon or Salamence, I should say, with Terra flying could be annoying if Goldango does Terra out of that steel typing. 2 weeks back to back, without counting the other match L due to RNG. RNG is just such an annoying statistic in Pokemon. It's stuff we got to deal with all the time. But anyway, with this, it doesn't. I don't see much issue with Rain's team in terms of like a standout weakness. So it's going to be interesting to see how CC tries to combat this or try to match up into this. But let's go ahead and take a look at this battle. I'm very interested to see how this one goes. It seems like it could go either way. Playback speed 5. Rain, is there no audio? Oh, there's the audio.
In week 3 of PDL, I'm playing against the Juggernaut Jirachis, Coach CC. This is a very interesting game. I'm very confident in the team that I brought, even though I have to play more offensive this week, even though I'm more of like a balanced kind of defensive play style. But yeah, I still feel like I have a great team for this game. I am kind of concerned about a few things, but I still think it should be a good game for us. We should still be able to have a pretty dominant game.
I'm trying to think. Was this a link battle?
Okay, so the Vileplume did get brought, Center did get brought. None of the threats that I was expecting except for
Okay,
Center.
let's take a look at the team here. No Goldango from CC. If that Salamence is Terra flying, this thing might be over. It might be over anyway, because Salamence with flying, it's gonna take down the Mienshao, it's gonna take down the Vileplume, especially if it gets a Dragon Dance up. Vikavolt is there. There's no flying resist. Terra flying Salamence can just run through CC's team here.
So
Or if it's like acrobatics, meow. I think it gets acrobatics. It might also get aerial ace. I can't remember. Oh, the sound is just really, really low. I don't know. I don't know if that's just a setting.
Alright, you're gonna lead me out here. I wonder if he's gonna lead. I'm assuming it might be.
I expect Michael will lead.
Might be the whatchamacallit? Vikavolt. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so it's a lead me and Shao. So yeah, we obviously have to switch out
Me
here.
and Shao lead also. That makes sense.
So yeah, we just go into Iron Mod here. This is a very bad lead on our part. Because we don't know if this thing is Scarf or not.
That's probably a Scarf. Scarf U-turn
So
makes
return.
so much sense.
That was a crate, okay. That doesn't matter though. So I don't think he has a really good switch in for this. Yeah, nothing really wants to take anything from Moth here. So I'm really wondering what he goes into now.
I mean,
Screamtail. Okay, that is one of the ones that he probably could go into.
Screamtail does outspeed Moth.
Sludge Wave does do a lot.
It's
He
probably
has Psychic.
Psyshock, because Moth doesn't have great physical defense.
He's 252 with Psychic. Do I live one? Yeah. So I can Sludge Wave here pretty comfortably. And it is enough.
Trick. Is that
It
Lagging
is
Tail?
Trick. So he gets my Scarf.
Lagging Tail
Lagging
Trick.
Tail, okay. That's gonna suck. Did you have a steel type?
ASR battle.
Kinda
ASMR battle.
cool
Yeah,
for-
that's exactly what
for
this is.
fighting.
This is an ASMR battle.
Yeah, now he's
Lagging Tail
so-
Trick is very interesting. And now it's a Choice Scarf Screamtail, so that thing is just uber fast. But it can't really do anything.
Oh, he's not Spit FFS, my bad. He's not Spit FFS to get hit that hard. Withdraws. and
There's no
goes into
Goldango either,
Tails.
so that Sludge Wave is going to hit everything.
Yeah, he's not
Fiery
taking it
Dance, so
well.
now he could go into Cinderace decently.
What is the Terrace for the Salamence? For the Tauros?
But it's probably this is probably going to be EQ. You got to go into Salamence, right?
The Terrace for the Tauros is normal Ghost and Ground. So yeah, he's definitely going to plan for an Earthquake. So we're just going to go ahead and go into Salamence now. No one needs to even think about it. We do live a Rock Slide if he does swing for Rock Slide after an Intimidate drop. If he's doesn't matter if he's adamant or timid or jolly, whatever. I can't confuse my speed plus Nature's Lap. So it doesn't matter if he's plus speed or not. We still come in pretty free and we kind of just do whatever we want. He's not clear amulet, okay. Yep, and you do see the Terra.
Para
Terra
normal.
normal,
Is
okay.
this like
So it's gonna be a big body slam.
yeah, body slam?
Yeah. It's gonna do a lot.
If there's para hacks here,
A
okay,
lot.
good.
That is not Life Orb. Okay, that is not Life Orb.
Special.
We're just gonna go throw it at our Terra. Nothing really. wants to
Terra
Terra
Water
does,
Special Salamence.
except for Vileplume, but then I can just hit it with Hurricane.
Huh. This is not what I expected. This is not what I expected. Rest?
Go to rest, so that's not the best idea. In front of us because
Is
the
this
Hydro
like a
Pump is
Gen 1 Tauros?
It's probably Shut
Rest
not Shut
Talk,
Down,
Body Slam, and
whatever the- oh, we
Earthquake?
get Hydro Pump too. This is gonna go ahead and Oko.
Wow, that did a lot. Maybe Sheer Force. Yeah. It could be Sheer Force, that's true. I forgot about that. Because there was no Intimidate proc before.
One. Okay, who do we go into now? Probably the Vileplume. But we do just kill the Vileplume.
Yeah,
first.
Sheer Force, Life Orb
pretty sure.
with
Yeah, we just
Body
don't know
Slam,
about
Earthquake,
the
Rest,
Hurricane.
Sleep Talk.
Or we should probably just do Fire Blast, honestly. And we do live a Giga Drain. So we live a Giga Drain if it's not special invested. If it's 252. Modest, I think we still... No, we might not live one. But I doubt it. He's probably bringing the Vileplume for defense. But we still outspeed it. Me and Chow, okay.
Watch this be a jump kick.
how he's playing the Mian Shao, I feel like it's Scarf. So it really doesn't matter. I'm just gonna throw another Hydro Pump out. SEC, we live one. Oh, we don't. Ooh.
Could that be Banded Mian Shao?
That was a big blunder.
No, it might not be because
we definitely
in the
get
calc
more
it might
usage
still
out
be Intimidate
you. That's
procced.
fine. Again, I think you're Scarf.
And there was no Intimidate on the Mian Shao.
Does anybody want to take a T-Wave? Don't think so. I'm gonna throw the T-Wave. If he goes into Vigavolt, that's fair plays. Goes in. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Now it's got to open up a lot. Okay.
That is really good for Rain.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Going to set up Stealth Rocks. No Golden Go. That's really, really helpful for a Clefable here.
And the
Ooh,
Para on Cinderace.
So we kind of set up rocks here. Throw down a Shadow Ball. He's probably... Oh, he's not Core Change. Okay. So this is a pretty free Shadow Ball right now. I'm wondering who he goes into now. And by the U-turn, I want to say he's not Core Change. I really do want to say he's not Core Change by the U-turn. Scream Tail. So Scream's going to take a Shadow Ball, and it's probably going to die here.
Yeah, that Scream Tail is done.
This is just opening up Meowscarada a whole bunch. We really just need to get a T-Wave off of the Mian Shao, and we're pretty much good. If possible, Vikavolt comes out, yeah. Ooh, so it's not Boots. Yeah, we're just going into Ursula, and we're just going to Facade like crazy. Webs really don't do too much to us, because Serena just comes in and gets the Rapid Spin off, because there's no Go-and-Go. Ooh, double play, okay.
Double out into Plume.
Vileplume, okay.
Black Sludge, okay. Probably Strength Saps here. If I'm being honest, it probably Strength Saps.
So depending on its build, it might live a Facade.
I don't think this thing lives a Facade. If Vileplume is bulky, I don't think it's that bulky.
It would have to be max defense, max HP bold to live one Facade for sure. I probably should have invested more into attack. If I invested like 252 into attack, would have been good. It still would have been a roll. It would have been 37, so it wouldn't be a roll in much favor. Okay.
I mean, it's also chit, so it probably doesn't live anyway.
He might be saying if I have Ice Punch, but I think Facade does the most damage always. I'm pretty sure. Strength Sap, okay, so it is faster. Doesn't drop my attack, so a little bit annoying. Okay.
Vileplume can be so bulky. Yeah, I know. That thing is tanky. That's also very physically defensive, because at -1, that did roughly half.
Going right into Mothra again. We're going to go off with the Sludge Wave.
That -1 attack definitely changed a lot for that that specific turn.
That doesn't really matter, to be honest.
Makes so much sense why he went for it, though. Protect, Black Sludge. Made people rage quit online. Yeah, for real. Honestly.
I mean, we're not choice. It's not like we're locked.
The thing can be so annoying. It runs like the same set every single week, too.
Hopefully we get the boost.
It's always running Strength Sap, Giga Drain, probably Sludge Bomb, and Protect.
Let's do Cinderace, okay. We do not get the boost. Of course we don't.
B1 Leech Seed, Strength
So I
Sap,
really
Giga Drain, Sludge
really
Bomb. Yeah.
Threaten me.
There's Spit F1, yeah.
Like Power Ball.
That's literally all you really need. I mean, you could swap
Unlucky.
Leech Seed with another move depending on the situation, but that's the main
Cinderace.
one that I've seen. That's the one I ran in UNPLD League. That's like the only one that I ever ran because it just did so much for me with Effect Spore.
And here comes the Vikavolt. Get some more chip on it. Gonna go for the Fiery Dance. Just full switch. Okay. Ooh, that might be Specs.
That looks like Specs.
That might be Specs to do that much.
That did a lot of damage.
Because he's not setting up webs. So I'm thinking it has to.
That did a lot of damage. It could also be like Magnet or something.
But again, he has no
but
solution for this Fiery
it's
Dance,
safe
so
to assume it's like
he's gonna be
Specs or
taking a lot of
something.
damage. Oh yes,
Yeah, this thing does not take a fiery dance at all. Nope. Get this special attack boost too. That would be crazy. Nope.
So we're on a pretty good pace at the moment. Don't really have anything to really worry about. Look what comes out again.
I don't think you want to go for another Volt Switch here. I think you go for like a Bug Buzz, potentially.
33. I think I'm below 50. I'm at 44. If he's not specs, which I don't think he specs, probably don't live another Volt Switch, so.
If I'm CC, I Bug Buzz here. Oh. I don't know why you would go for Volt Switch, though, if Ursaluna is just right there.
Just facade away. Just go ahead and facade away.
You stay in, you sack down, you sack off like a Volt, okay. I think Ursaluna just wins this, right? You should be able to live a Mienshao close combat. Depending on your investment.
Mienshao is definitely Scarf. We do eat a C. No, that's not right.
Well, it doesn't matter. I think this game is over anyway.
Mienshao. It's not correct. And that is GG's to my opponent, GG's to CC. Very fun game. Unfortunately, we had to do a link battle instead of using the comp for some reason because he wasn't able to join the comp for whatever weird reason.
Yeah, I don't know what's been up with comps recently. There's been a couple of issues with comps. But GG's to both of you. GG's. Very, very solid battle. Again, no Goldango is very interesting. I would have expected that in the matchup. This one we've already seen. That was the first match. This was the forfeit match here. The Ducky versus Kuroto match. Kuroto was unfortunately not able to fulfill the battle, so we give a forfeit to Ducky for that match. But we're going to move on to Rezi and Incog. I haven't seen an upload from Rezi just yet, so we're going to be watching Incog's side of things again this week. Guys, if you could please get your uploads in on time, as close to on time as possible on Saturdays, that would be great. We're going into this matchup here. Looking at it head on, there's no real key weaknesses to Incog's side. I mean, Espathra just is insanely good in most scenarios with Terra. On the other side, we see a lot of ice weakness. So probably going to see like Ice Beam, Darkrai, probably like Ice Punch, Urshifu, I'm going to say. I can't remember if it gets Ice Spinner or not. It might get Ice Spinner. Time change. Yeah, time change. Time change. But yeah, outside of this major ice weakness, no real issues that I can see on Rezi's side of things. I would expect to see like Terra Steel, Cresselia to try to check that if possible, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. We're going to go ahead and click into Incog's side of things for this matchup. Let's see how this battle goes.
Yo, Incog, you want to come out here?
And we're back with another PDL team builder and video, and you get the vibe. What's up? It's your boy Incog. This week, on PDL Action, your Backs to the Future are playing the Cleveland Charizards and Rezi. If you would like to skip the team builder, I'm sure I will have something on screen, or you can check the chapters in the description, but I'm going to display what happened in week 2 and 3. 1, 2. We won, yet again. We had a bunch of disconnects happen, but we eventually got to the point where we played on Showdown, and Espathra finally showed us why it being a Terra Captain and an Uber, when it should be just banned in general, it showed us its reasoning. This week we fought a very disgusting, dangerous team, a bunch of bulk, a bunch of offense, and a Regigigas on the side. Rezi has Dragapult, Gouging Fire, Terra Claude, Ogerpon, Wellspring, Terra Cresselia, Swampert, Exegro, Regigigas, and Wigglytuff. The Clodsire and Cresselia share Terra Steel and Terra Fairy while maintaining their own individual stabs, with Clodsire having Ground and Cresselia having Psychic. This week, I'm pretty sure we're going to see Dragapult Gouging and probably like Ogerpon. I feel like those two are pretty automatic. Dragapult outpaces my team, Gouging Fire is dangerous against my team, and Ogerpon can absorb water moves from Urshifu and Azu. As far as the Terra Caps go, we could definitely still see Water Absorb Clodsire. We could also still see Unaware. And Cresselia, it should show up this week as Terra Fairy, honestly, or Terra Steel. I think Terra Fairy's better. Terra Psychic just puts you in a position where if you're not boosting, Darkrai can put you to sleep in 2 ways. Or Pecharunt can be very annoying with its Ghost typing. Otherwise, besides top 5, I can see Swampert just because I don't have a Grass type, and all the Pokemon that get Grass type moves, maybe it won't stay in front of. I could see Excadrill, just because Mold Breaker into something like Levitate Electros is really good. I don't really see Regigigas here unless you're going to play the Protect sub game with me. And Wigglytuff is just mainly there to, like, I guess, eat hits from Darkrai and Urshifu to an extent. I don't really know. When you have two great answers, I don't think it shows up either. First and foremost, let's go ahead and tell you what's not coming. We're still not bringing Morgrim. I think that was, you know, everybody could be disappointed by that, maybe. I don't know. We are for sure not bringing, as far as I know, and read up on, Electros this week. Electros would have been dope, but couldn't find a set that really gelled with this team better than anything else. Because the set we wanted to bring is kind of crazy, and I don't want to do anything too off the wall early in the season. And then Petron. Funny enough, Petron would have been number 7 on this list, but it is not showing up this week. With a Dragapult, an Excadrill, a Clodsire, and even a Swampert to that extent, and just a Cresselia, you have far too many mons that can beat the hell out of it, and if we can't get out of a situation that we need to get out of, or something outpaces us and kills us, or just lives our hit and kills us back, Petron becomes a liability in some regards, but also, just because you have 160 defense does not mean those Earthquakes do not hurt. So we're going with top 6 this week. We're going to make it very easy on ourselves. First and foremost, what are we doing about these mons? Alright, so let's go ahead and go to our team builder here. Alright, so this week we have some very, very nice mons. Alright, usually I do this one, but I'm going to do this one just because I think it looks better, personally. So first off, we have Urshifu. Mystic Water Urshifu, to be specific. 252 attack, 48 defense, and 208 speed. Basically, Urshifu can Swords Dance on basically whatever's going to be switching out during a turn or two. That can be things like the Excadrill. That can be something like Swampert, just flip turning. That could also be something like, that's really it, like Wigglytuff, I guess. But if we're not expecting Wigglytuff, when are we going to get the opportunity to press SD? You never know. Basically, there are 2 ways this can go down. Number 1, Surging Strikes does not get us burned by burning Bulwark, no matter what, since it goes through the protection. That's amazing. Number 2, at +2, we can kill, I believe, Gouging Fire if it has no HP, no defense investment. And if it is Water Absorbed Clodsire, Ice Punch can do a lot. And if it's Terra Steel, Drain Punch does a lot. If it is Water Absorbed Terra Fairy, that's the only real set that would be, like, really bad for us, in my opinion. Otherwise, once we hit these mons for a lot of damage, it doesn't really matter. At +2, exactly on the dot, Ogerpon with no HP or defense investment, it does not kill us with a Wood Hammer, much less it doesn't kill us with Horn Leech to get back HP, and we kill it back with Drain Punch. That is very important. I did all these counts for a reason, and Urshifu is disgusting. Regardless, this Pokemon does a lot of good work this week if we get off an SD. If we cannot get it off an SD, that's fine. We can just do generally good damage against a lot of this team. Next is Big Sleep there, the Darkrai. Dark Pulse Trick, Sludge Bomb, Focus Blast. I don't think anyone's surprised to know they're wearing Scarf. Because of the way that Regigigas and Clodsire and Wigglytuff can still come to this game, we can trick one of them to Choice Scarf and be done with the entire situation as it is. We don't really need it as much as we'd like to keep it. We don't really need it as much. Dark Pulse Shimones this team by itself, while Sludge Bomb can do a lot of damage to something like the Terra Fairies, or just in general, good damage against something like Ogerpon. Focus Blast specifically is for Drill, as well as the Terra Steels, but I feel like more so that if Excadrill eats a Dark Pulse really well, we can calculate its AV or not, because there's a chance it's AV Mold Breaker. Then we'll deal with it how we see fit, but we just gotta check damage first with Dark Pulse to really see where my opponent's head's at. Otherwise, this Pokemon does a lot of good damage this game. Next up, we got Maripede down there. Fortress. Fortress has the very great responsibility of making sure that we do not lose to the aforementioned, Excadrill. Volt Switch, Body Press, Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock. Basically, we're just going to be body pressing. It does not ever kill Excadrill because of its high HP stat, despite being max defense and defense boosting nature. But we do a lot to it, which is very important. We have Rapid Spin because T-Spikes can go, Rocks will definitely be there, and regular Spikes are there. On Ogerpon, we got Clodsire, and you got like Drill and Wigglytuff and Swampert. So yeah, there's a lot of hazards. Clearing them would be really nice because there's no real... The real Ghost type is Dragapult, yes, but if Dragapult switching in, that's fine. I don't think it's going to be DD this week. I think it's going to be Choice Specs, in my opinion. I think that's a lot more scary for us this week, just because it can Shimon my entire team. We can Volt Switch and everything besides Swampert, and I guess Drill and non-Terra Clodsire. But we get off Rapid Spin, we put up our own Rocks, which is very important this week. And we are 3-hit KO'd by like Earthquake, Adamant, Drill, I believe it is, something like that. It's pretty good defensively here, and being able to body press generally this entire team is good, besides like obviously the Gouging Fire. If the Gouging Fire is going to set up on our face and we get off a body press, we can check damage off of that, but I don't think we're going to stay in. I think we would just Volt Switch out into Darkrai on that DD and then go for Dark Pulse and see if we can get a flinch off. If we can't, it's all good. We have a team that can actually handle Gouging Fire for a little bit more time. We have Espatha right there. We're just running straight offensive. It's kind of a really fun set, but let me explain it. Terra Fighting, Energy Ball, Foul Plate, Lumina Crash, and Terra Blast. Basically, with the Life Orb and the investment that we have, we can Oko a ton of mons. Foul Play is really good for Dragapult if it's physical this week. Even if it's not, while we don't have a singular chance to kill it in one shot, being able to outpace it with Speed Boost is really dope if we are in for more than a turn, but also like Foul Play is still really good to hit it with, and we can hit it with something else afterwards. Lumina Crash into a lot of these mons and then using another move kills them. Lumina Crash in the Drill plus Terra Blast will kill it. Lumina Crash into Gouging Fire twice will always kill it. Energy Ball will just naturally kill a a Swampert no matter what, unless it's Rindo or like super like Spadef. Which versus my team, I feel like it's gonna be Fizdef this week. I could try and explain that to you, but look at my team and look at his. Yeah, so we do a lot of damage with this. Honestly, I don't expect this to be the sweeper this week, but it could definitely do a lot of good things this week. So we have Espathra, Life Orb, Speed Boost, you get it. For our last two Pokemon, we have Azu and Gliscor. Azu is Lumberry, knockoff Liquidation, player of Superpower. We were originally AV for Polt, but at this point we're like, well, we're gonna get burned anyway if it's like Hex Will-O-Wisp, so we might as well just say fuck it, we ball. We eat our Lumberry after getting burned, and we play rough and one-shot it. Superpower is good for the Terra Steels because we need something to hit those with. Liquidation can OHKO Drill. Knockoff does a lot of damage in general. And if we keep our Lumberry for a long time, burning Bulwark doesn't matter. Getting poisoned really doesn't matter as much, but we do a Fortress, of course. So just general 4 moves. 228 attack ensures that we do kill the Polt no matter what with play rough, unless it's like super defensive or like it's Roselli Berry with no HP or defense investment. And while we normally would have been walled off by Clodsire, at very minimum, if it's not Water Absorb, we can hit it with Liquidation. If it is Water Absorb, obviously Terra Steel superpowers there. If it's Terra Fairy, it is what it is. Can't really do too much against Terra Fairy Water Absorb, unfortunately, because that's a really good bring this week. Lastly, we have Gliscor, which is super defensive. Rear Leftovers and Poison Heal. We don't really need Hypercutter this week, in my honest opinion. There's nothing that intimidates us, and more than likely, nothing that's going to have something to lower our attack, if I'm being honest, because nothing gets Parting Shot or anything like that. So yeah, this is basically a soft check to Gouging Fire. It's a 1.6 chance to OHKO to a 3 KOS with Heat Crash or Flare Blitz, whatever it is. Taunt, Earthquake, Toxic, and Knockoff are usually worth sub, but we don't really know when we're going to be able to use that, so we're not doing that. Earthquake does a lot to this team, or at least does a good chunk. Toxic's really good into Cresselia, and Clodsire when it Terras, if it's not Terra Steel. And Knockoff's really good for knocking off items, of course. Taunt is mostly there for Cress, because it can be a setup sweeper this game and be very annoying. And like I said, it's a really good check to Gouging Fire if it's not boosting. If it's starting to boost, then we have to be very careful, but otherwise, we're fine. But yeah, that 44 speed, I'm pretty sure is for like something. I don't remember, actually. Let me click on that just so I can see it. Hold on. I guess for like no speed, at least to me, what I can tell, that looks like no speed Regigigas, but then like there's no other base 100, so I'm kind of confused in all honesty. But also it could just be like if Cresselia is like technically trying to creep Gliscor, I guess. I don't know. I don't really care for the speed too much, for being honest, because I know 236 is base 100 before, right? 236, is that correct?
That sounds about right.
I don't really care. If you know in the comments, let me know. Because I'm gonna be honest, I made this team. I've made as this team this entire week, and we're fighting on Sunday. So very much a very good build, but I definitely had different things in mind for this matchup. Regardless, that's gonna do it for the team builder. Let's get right into the battle against Rezi and their Cleave. All right, everybody, we're going to be fighting Rezi and their team today. So this is gonna be an interesting one, no doubt. I'm also on call with some friends, but they can't hear me because I can't hear them. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here, and let's go ahead and make sure we already wished our opponent a GLHF. Let's see what mons they bring. Let's see what we can get accomplished today. All right. Do we see everything we expected? Yeah, we do, but we do not see Clodsire. That's amazing. But we do see Terra Crest, Gouging, Dragapult, Pert, Drill, and Cresselia. Okay, awesome. So I was discussing this with myself about what I was going to lead, and I feel like they think I'm going to lead Fortress, so they might lead Gouging, or they might just lead Swampert and try and get a Brox. I'm not too, like, nothing is telling me not to lead Urshifu. Like, nothing on this team wants to be in front of Urshifu for very long, besides, like, Dragapult, I guess. So I could just SD, honestly, and be done with the entire thing. Or we could lead with the Espathra and just go for shit and do what we gotta do. So I'm thinking we lead off with Urshifu, because against something like Swampert, once we're at +2, if it is maxed like Fizdef, I mean, Surgeon Strike still has a funny chance to kill. If it's just max HP, no like defensive nature, then at +2 it'll die. So I think we're just gonna go with that instead of Espathra here. GLHF to Rezi and their Cleveland Charizards. Let's try and give ourselves a good game here with them. And yeah, so this is an interesting one because I was really unsure about this lead for a long time. So
probably.
I'm glad I got to lead it. But we'll see how this goes.
I think that sounds about right.
Fine. I feel like it's Gouging Fredward. That is the Gouging Fire, as I mentioned. This would be the mon to lead against Fortress led offense. If this is Ogerpon switching in, it won't kill us with Hornleech. We can Drain Punch it back, so that's really nice. Just for reference, I'm glad I called that. I guess I could have like done something about this, but not really, honestly. We are gonna SD in its face. Does it D-dance? What does it go for? We're gonna see here. It is going to just Dragon Dance, which is fine. Gouging Fire. Scale Shot won't kill us. Will Outrage kill us? I don't think Earthquake will, though, so that's good. String Strikes will kill this. At +1, Outrage will not kill us, unless it is, like, Adamant. And we did not see Booster, so we're fine here. We're just going to go for our Surging Strikes here and go ahead and get this thing out. It is going to Outrage. 88% is the maximum, and 75 is the minimum. Yep. That looks like 271 right there. Yeah, so it does, like, a middling, kind of lower-end hit, which is fine. So we are going to kill Fredward and get our first kill with Urshifu. Let's go. So it's a good thing that we did not lead Fortress, or that we kind of predicted that this would happen. That
That's
takes
a
up one
massive
threat, which is really nice.
taken
Ogerpon
out.
could be the Pokemon to come in here and go for Trailblaze, if they truly want to do that. Megami, that is the Dragapult. That's fine. Dragapult. We can find out if it's specs if we switch into something else, because I can still use this Pokemon for things like the Cresselia. Drain Punch can still get back health on many of the Mons too. So we are going to switch out. Azu's a really good way to figure out if this is specs or not. Let me see. Yeah, Shadow Ball does 157 to 186 if it's specs. And if I get burned, I'll just eat my berry and be fine. So we're
I
gonna
don't
switch
think
out
he
here.
goes for.
And, like, they can switch out and
Willow.
go for knockoff, obviously, which would be dope. So
I think
yeah,
it's.
we're going to go
yeah.
into Azu. It's going to be Shadow Ball here. We are going to see 341 down to 154. Okay. That is 187. That is specs.
Modest
Okay.
specs.
Modest specs is not too great for us. Okay. That's not fun. That's fine, though. Given
I think you go into
that-
Darkrai on
No,
that
that's
then.
fine. That should be fine. Because that means Darkrai eats any one hit, and we can, like, double out again. We could have gone Darkrai there, but I was honestly thinking that it would have been worse off for us. Gliscor can't eat 2. Azu already ate 1. And do I need Azu anymore, really? Not really. Azu would be nice to have, but it's not like I really need it for real, so it's fine. We are just going to go for the knock in case we live somehow. I think this is a kill
Yeah,
though for them, which
that's
is
a
fine.
knockout.
Definitely going to lose Azu there. Yep, there it is. Okay, so now we have a free switch into Darkrai, and we can go ahead and scout if they respect, which it seems like they are. I don't think there's another calc I'm missing on that one. Nothing really wants to take a Dark Pulse. Cresselia, Swampert, Excadrill. If Excadrill is like Assault Vest, like we mentioned, that could be dangerous, I guess. We could go into Espathra and start shimmying, but that doesn't really need to happen right now. If I go into Vampiric, then what's our play? Is it to get off a Toxic or a knockoff? Do I go back into Urshifu, calling out something coming in? I think we go back into Urshifu, because, like, yeah, I think we just go back into Urshifu, and we start trying to get back health. Okay, we switched out first. I think he might know that we're Scarf off of that. I'm not too sure. We could have just gone for the kill, but I think they switch out here no matter what. Yeah, awesome. I don't know if they're going to be paying attention to any of that, but we'll see. We are going to see the hand. I'm going to assume that is Ogerpon. Swampert. Okay, that's fine. We are just going to go for our Drain Punch here. I feel no sort of obligation to go for something else, in my opinion. Just because Earthquake will kill us, Flip Turn won't, Knockoff won't. They should just go for straight up Earthquake or go for something else. I am going to go for my Drain Punch 1 second. Yeah, because we still got to get a little bit of health. If it's like max Fizz Def. I just don't want Ogerpon coming in for free. That is not Fizz Def. That is literally the Spidef set we were kind of thinking it could be. Which is good. So we're going to see the Flip Turn. Okay, awesome. Does 50 HP to us. As far as I could see. So it has some amount of investment. I don't know how much, but that's definitely like Spidef. Or like mainly Spidef. Gucci Mane. I forgot what that is. That should be, yeah, this Cresselia. Okay, awesome. I'm just going to go for Surging Strikes. I don't feel any which way about this. I don't need to set up. I can just start hitting him for the cycle, and we're going to see what the opposites do. He is going to Terra here, which is fine. I think there's going to be an endgame where Darkrai wins, which is just great for us, yet again. It is going to be Terra Fairy, which is good. Just for our readings there. All my friends are playing this game where they're naming the Mons. We are going to go for Surging Strikes. 1. Okay, that is Fizz Def. That is good to know.
Jeez.
Which, I mean, we could have guessed, I guess, but, you know, you never know with these things. Yeah, that's probably about where we wanted that. This should kill Urshifu here. Yeah, Urshifu's going to die, which is fine. I don't think we needed to give this up necessarily, but given my team structure, I don't know if we had something else to go into here, if I'm being honest with you. It is lefties. So, assuming that this is max Fizz Def, lefties, and Terra Fairy, does Sludge Bomb kill? Sludge Bomb does not do enough, I'll tell you that. Boom Blast will do a lot to us, though, which is fine. Honestly, we might be able to get off our shit right now. So I'm going to go into Vampiric and see what we can do. This is Gliscor. We're going to go for Toxic here. They should have Lunar Blessing, I imagine.
Yeah, you taunt for sure.
Right? Yeah, because I don't want to give you any amount of boosting ability. If it has Ice Beam, I'm pretty sure it'll just do a chunk, if not just straight up outright kill us. It won't kill us, that's good. So we are going for Taunt here, and whatever's coming in, this should be, let's see, Excadrill, that's fine. So we do get off our Taunt here, which is good. And we did predict correctly that this was the aforementioned set, the Mold Breaker set. So now you can't SD in front of us, which is good. Iron Head is 28.9 at max. I don't know what this thing really gets, if I'm being honest with you. We're going to go for Knockoff here, of course, because, yep, Iron Head's popping out.
Am I wrong in thinking Excadrill has Ice Spinner?
2 minus 264, that is, I think, 88? Yeah, so that's a roll for a max, basically. Okay, that's good to know.
I don't know.
Mold Breaker, no Balloon anymore. Earthquake should kill all the time. I could just go for straight up Toxic here, if I'm crazy, just to catch Cresselia coming back in. I think we just go for another knockoff, I would say. Unless he's willing to lose this, I don't know. I'm going to go for Earthquake. I think he's willing to lose this, yeah. 195. That's a flinch. It's all good. We shouldn't lose to this either way. Could have gone into Fortress here, honestly, and been fine. But because there's Dragapult still here, that's not going to be great for us. We're going to Earthquake here. If he goes to Rocks, it's fine. He just goes for Iron Head again. 217 down to 20.
So I was
no
wrong then.
We do pick
Okay.
up the kill on Excadrill, I'm pretty sure.
Thanks for the info, TJP. It just feels like something that it might get.
All right, there we go. So this could be Ogerpon. This could be, it could literally be anything else to switch in here, if I'm being honest with you. And I don't like that confirmation there. Ogerpon, that is Ogerpon. That is going to be there. Yeah, not too fond of this Pokemon right now, but I do have Meropy for a reason, which is good. No doubt there. So we'll see how we go about this. This is Ogre Pawn, Wellspring. Is this going to SD? It's going to Ivy Cudgel, Raw. Yep, about 117. So that is like just jolly standard. Body press will do a lot, honestly. I kind of want to put up rocks. I also want to Volt Switch, but I don't think Swampert's coming in ever. If I go for Volt Switch, I have to go into Darkrai, unfortunately. And Darkrai can kill this, but or it can't kill it. Volt Switch doesn't do enough for us to really know, so we're gonna Volt Switch here. Should just go for knockoff. That's fine. 227 down to 153. Get off a little damage there. Honestly, we could go into Espathra and see what we're about. See, prove our mettle. Because Cudgel isn't gonna. I don't want to say anything out loud no more. Knockoff. Terra fighting. Don't do a lot.
He caught himself from saying something he didn't want to say. That's funny.
How do I want to go about this, Avery? How do you want to go about this? Because if I do what I think I want to do, we should be fine, and then Darkrai can clean up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I think I should be doing, which is this. Then Illumina Crash, because that'll get us a 2-hit KO, basically. I'm hoping he just went for knockoff here, not expecting me to go Terra Psychic. If he goes for Ivy Cudgel, it does a lot.
I think it's Ivy Cudgel crit
honestly,
right here. I think this is the play. Ivy Cudgel
so
crit.
it should be fine. Oh, we're gonna go for Illumina Crash. That is adamant. That is very adamant. Ooh, I don't like that. It U-turned. That's fine. That's actually better for us. That's actually way better for us than I could have realized. That's adamant though, right? No, that's like not max speed. That's just not max speed. That's good to know. That's good to know. That's very good to know. We are gonna see the Cresselia come back in. It could be Thunder Wave. I'm not really in the mood to care about that right now. I think Lumina crashing.
Lumina Crash makes so much sense here.
It could just go for Moonblast because we're obviously a fighting type. This is Cresselia. Terra Fairy. Moonblast does 246 to 290. We will likely die to that. Lumina Crash will do a little bit. We could just go back into Maripede and eat the Moonblast no matter what. I think we need damage on this, and I think we have to clean up with Darkrai. I think Darkrai's the cleanup crew right now. Because Ogerpon has a little bit, it has a good chunk of damage on it. Swampert's pretty low, and thinking about it, can we win the game with what we have? Vampiric, it'll have to be a sack fly for something else. I think we would have to sack in front of Swampert, if I'm being honest with you, but I think we made our decision right now. Let's just go for Lumina Crash. Not the greatest play here, I understand, but I think I understand the philosophy of where this is going. At -2, how much does Darkrai do to this? If we don't die, that'd be dope. We do die, though. Okay, -2. Okay, Sludge Bomb kills, which is good. It doesn't do a lot to hurt, though, so we're going to have to play that sack race game that I'd hate playing a lot. Which is fine. We could go for the trick here, but I think I need my, I need everything that I have.
I mean, there's no Steel type on the other side, so Sludge Bomb kind of looks good,
Sludge Bomb
right?
here. Yep, that's going to die. Amazing. He should be going into Swampert. I don't think you go into Ogerpon in front of this, ever. I think you go into Swampert or Pult. I guess Pult would be better, honestly, but since that's there, we can now start spamming Dark Pulse. With Ogerpon still in the way, though, how do we do? The hand, I forgot what that is. That should be Pert. Yeah. Durara, Dark Pulse does a lot, so I don't know. We'll see. Dark Pulse should be able to pick up the kill on that. Swampert being max HP is what I'm guessing here. I'm going to boldly assume that it's like Spadef and like max HP. Calm Nate? No, Careful Nature, Avery. With the Sludge Bomb, it does a 9.6 to 11.3. It's either going to go for Water Move or Ground Move at this point, and I feel like I can go into Vampiric and be fine with that, honestly.
It really feels
It's
like
a
using the
sack race
same stuff.
We have to get, well, actually,
yeah,
it's not
more
we
or
have to get
less.
locked back into Dark Pulse, basically, instead of Sludge Bomb. This is going to Flip Turn, obviously. Yep, almost kills us. That's fine. If this is Trailblaze, then that could be interesting, but I don't think it is. I guess I could have stayed in just to see what he did and then go for Poisoning, but I don't know. Yeah, Ogerpon comes back in. This should just kill us outright, I feel like. Though, this thing is slow, so I don't know what it's going to do. It could Horn Leech. It could no, we should be able to kill that. Unless it Horn Leech. Horn Leech won't give it back too much health. I'm going to go for Toxic here, honestly.
I think Ogerpon goes for a Trailblaze
Just because,
here.
in that case, I think this should be killing us, though. I liked our lead. I don't like the rest of our plays. And that to me screams.
Ivy Cudgel
That's
over
dead.
Trailblaze.
Gliscor and Ogerpon, which is fine. It allows us to go back into Darkrai and start hitting buttons.
If Resi uploads
I don't know if it's
before
really Spadef.
next week,
I
we'll watch
honestly don't know, and we're gonna
Resi's
find out together
perspective
here,
of week
chat
4.
room. I'm talking more so about the, what is that, Avery? The Swampert. So, this is our moment. Let's go. Get her done. If it's a U-turn on us, it won't kill us. I'm pretty sure, because we have a lot of HP on a Pokemon that doesn't normally have it. Let me just see. Cudgel won't kill. Power Whip won't kill. Awesome, we can pick up the kill there. It's a crit. Did that matter? I don't know the HP percentage to know that information right now. But hey, did a lot, and that's good. We probably need like 2 flinches, I imagine, since it seems like he's going to this, so it might be Spadef, if I'm being honest. But I don't know. We're just going to go for it here on this play. We're going to check damage. That's offensive?
That's
we got the
crazy.
flinch. I would feel bad that
This is the week of
bad,
RNG, I
but
think.
honestly, I need all the
This
luck I
has
can
to
get
be
out
the
of
week
this.
of RNG.
Maybe it'll kill, maybe it won't. It does pick up the kill. I think that's another another Darkrai victory on our end. Hold on. Is that another Darkrai victory? Does Dragapult just end up coping and seething and molding? I think it does, unless it's Colbur. Then that would be that'd be a crazy find out right now.
Colbur, Dragapult would
You understand that?
nice.
That'd be a crazy find. It is not Colbur. Our Scarf.
Yeah,
Darkrai
didn't you
wins
figure
us
out
the
that it was
game.
Specs earlier?
Another W in the PDL. Obviously, that flinch helped out a lot.
In Cog,
but
I'm pretty
getting
sure
rid
you
of as much
found out it
of
was
like,
Specs
fighting move,
earlier and not
which
Colbur.
At that point, then it definitely mattered, but I won't find out until I ask. But that's GG's
GG's to both of you guys for that battle. GG's. Very surprised you were expecting Colbur for some reason. TJP, here's your matchup against Jakib. So Jakib is 0-2 with a -8. TJP are 2-0 with a +7 currently. Again, I got to look into this into the streaks here. For whatever reason, it's just not showing up, and it's annoying me. I'll figure it out later. But looking at this matchup, I don't see many issues on your side of things, TJP. Like for typings wise, that could match up badly. I will say though, Ursaluna kind of hits hard into your team. Your only normal resist is Avalokisui. And it's not especially defensive. Oh no. Yeah, we're gonna watch this battle next. For Jakib's side, Grimmsnarl being a dark resist for Slowking and being the only dark resist. Not bad considering like low kicks is there, but low kicks is gonna low kicks. So I'm very interested to see what happens here. The speed tiers again, Jakib's team is just really, really slow. Do we see the Baxcalibur show up this week? We'll have to find out. Let's go into this matchup here. We are watching your side of things too, TJP, because Jakib has to upload still. So, let's get into this matchup.
What's up everyone, this is your boy Mr. TJP, the coach of the Bundle Montreal, and we're currently in the week number 3 of the PDL Orange Island division. And for the week number 3, we're gonna face someone we need to face. It's been a while we're supposed to face, so we're gonna face Jackie, the coach of the Baltimore Bergmite, the pre-evolution of the GOAT Avalok. So yeah, for the week number 3, so let's check his team. His team consists of Personal Blood Moon, Slowking, Bax, Thunderous, Grimmsnarl, Corviknight, Purple Bass, Mug, and
The thumbnail is perfect.
And you got a lot of like support
yeah,
with this
it's a really good thumbnail.
Corviknight and Slowking. Thunderous can be very disruptive with the like Thunder Wave or Taunt. So they can hit really hard. These Terra Captains are Personal Blood Moon and Purple Bass. Personal can be normal, Ghost, or Grass, and Purple Bass can be Steel, Ghost, or Fighting. I expect Fighting for the body press or something, and Ghost because pretty nice to be immune to the Fighting move, which deal ×4 in damage. So let's go with the team building. So the team building, as usual, I'm bringing Iron Bundle with Terra Fighting this time because we got a lot of stuff. Personal Blood Moon is really nice if you go for like Terra Normal, but maybe we'll go for Terra Ghost. So if you go for Terra Normal, Terra Blast Fighting will be very nice with specs, and also can deal some kind of damage to Purple Bass. Not some kind, it will do a lot of damage to Purple Bass and the Baxcalibur as well. Certain for momentum, of course. After that, I'm bringing low kicks once again. This time I didn't bring U-turn, instead to go with like Brick Break and Swords Dance. I just to go with Brick Break just in case the Grimmsnarl tried to go with the screen, so I can break the screens. And since I'm Dark type, you cannot Thunder Wave me. So I can even lead with it, go with Swords Dance, then go for Brick Break, or even go for First Impression Brick Break, or First Impression Swords Dance, then Brick Break, whatever I want. And Sucker Punch, of course, in case Baxcalibur go too fast, I can go for like First Impression or Sucker Punch, depending on what I want to do. After that, I'm bringing Ursaring. First time I drafted, and first time I'm using it in this league. My set is really, really specific. Because you got Thunderous and Grimmsnarl, I can use Prankster Thunder Wave, like if you want to stop my Flame Orb to activate. So I decided to go with Quick Feet. At first I was like Trailblaze with Gust and Flame Orb, the usual set, but I checked and I was like, you know what, let's go for Quick Feet. So if I can lead with it, if you try to go with Thunder Wave, it will basically boost my speed. So I can go for like, you can go for Thunder Wave, then I go for Swords Dance, then you try to go for Parting Shot, I got Caramelet, it won't work. I can go for Brick Break, Shadow Claw here is mainly in case you go for the Ursaluna Terra Ghost, and also will do good damage to the Slowking and Purple Bass if he goes for Terra Ghost, but if he doesn't, I still have Brick Break. After that, I'm bringing down Dozo, regular set, nothing new, Body Press, Liquidations, Curse, and Rest with the Rocky Helmet, mainly there for the Baxcalibur, and the Position Ente if it's not like a Grass Solar Beam or something like that. I'm not sure if you get Solar Beam, but whatever. After that, I'm bringing the Issuan Avalok, Terra Ghost mainly there to live better, like not live better, but I mean first stop the E-Speed from Ente. Also remove all the bad weaknesses, so it can be more tanky to a certain way. And in my spin of choice, of course. Other than that, yeah, Crunch for the Ghost types, potential Terra Ghost, I mean. And my last one, because Ursaluna Blood Moon is really hard to counter with my team, I decided to go with Full Corona, Max PDF with Credence, and Morning Sun, so I can recover health with Sugar Drain and Morning Sun, Credence to be bulkier and still do more damage. because that thing is at 105 in speed F, which is
Idea was
really
perfect.
good.
Didn't
And
know you
strong
could
decent speed at
still
100 and
be para
125
even with
and
quick
special
speed.
attacks. I was able to do
Ooh.
both defense and special and the offensive. So with that, let's go.
Yeah, that it's not
Alright.
like it's.
Kind of was expecting.
I don't
that
think
from
you
the
can
same
really
also, I think
remove
I
the
can lead
para
with
side
Earthring,
effect
hoping
from
to
being
put it on the way.
statused. Also, I'm gonna go back real
I'll put
quick.
it on the way. Lead
Um,
with
also, your whatchamacallit, the chapters. It's not the battle against Oro. It's the it's Jakib. So just a little heads up for that. This is. I want to say this has been the same team that Jakib has brought every single week, though. Jakib, if you're
Earthring,
watching
hoping
this,
he can
what are
put it
you
on the way.
doing? Where is the Bax Caliber with the Slow King?
I hope he puts it on the way.
What are you doing?
Like thinking, oh, I will stop the. Stop
You
the
just
what
remove
call-
the speed drop while getting +1.
The
Yeah,
shit. There's 3 more. All right. So. This is
yeah,
okay.
true.
He doesn't have most type, so let's go for Sword Dance. Please go for the wave. Perfect. That's really what we wanted to see. But I'm not sure if the power was still active.
First turn realization hits.
Uh,
That's crazy. First turn
wow.
and the realization hits. Oh man,
that's crazy.
corrected.
Just
Yeah.
Here. Nope. You gotta stay in.
Oh. Oh. That is rough. That was perfect situation and everything. 3
Wow.
paras in 4 turns. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, oh, so you didn't get the SD off then at all, yeah. That's right, yeah. Yeah.
I gotta need it so I can.
I'm like half in, half
Ugh,
out for whatever
yeah.
reason. I missed that.
That's so insane.
I thought you
That's
got an SD off.
insane. Why you put quick feet?
Should have
if
led
you
low
still
kicks,
get
maybe.
power? That's so dumb.
As to your first impression. Yeah, I mean, that
So
checks
just
out.
go for liquidation.
Dude, I feel that. I get
chip
the
damage
worst RNG luck every single time I try to battle. When it matters most, the RNG is at its peak.
Yeah.
I know that all too well.
I started good, but
Notice Sword Stance Brick Brick twice. Yeah, that checks out.
fucking para.
Makes sense.
Really, para is the only thing that fucked me up every damn time.
Room would have been so low. It would have been insanely low.
Actually, I went for the what do you call the guts booster.
Fun facts: week 4 is worst. Yeah, I saw. You and Baldy had a really bad couple of days with weeks 3 and 4.
So it's not Terra. Terra goes, which is good.
Almost makes me think someone should be running Limber on one of their mods if they have it. when they face
Now We
Arch.
can bring that, I guess. Maybe we can bring the Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle Terra Blast. If it's the max HP. Modest max HP, I will be able to kill.
Terra Blast, Terra Fighting.
Okay. If you switch, so be it.
It's just in one league. Imagine the other leagues. Pain for real. Honestly, yeah. I'm with you on that. Big pain. Big pain. Yesterday, you're dropping everything.
I don't think it
I
mattered
don't
much.
blame you.
In the country, I think it's pretty nice to have it. That's still the 25%. Yeah, still the 25%. So, Iron Bundle, Slow King. So I don't think he got the speed F investment for sure. Yeah, it's like maybe max defense. So freeze dry will do a lot. So I think we're gonna switch to. Let's switch to Volcarona. So So let's go for Quiver Dance.
Quiver Dance on the Switch is insane. Oh, this is going to be another T-Wave, isn't it?
I don't want to get power right now, so I'm just gonna go to low kick.
Yeah, the T-Wave, expecting the T-Wave here makes so much sense. I think you knock off here. Yo,
Okay,
Rain,
okay.
what's up? We saw your battle a little bit ago. Oh, you don't have knockoff. That's right.
Still not
I think you SD.
So we got parting shot on the way. Must be bolt screen. Yeah, I think it's bolt screen.
+2 tinted lens. I mean, you could probably U-turn. Wait, you don't have U-turn, do you? No knock. Yeah, no knock, no U-turn. I'm so used to running the standard low kicks type of sets. Bravebird on Cord is interesting. I don't.
Let's go for Volcarn, I guess.
I think he stays
If he
in.
stays in, so be it.
I don't see why. Or he might U-turn, actually. Oh, he roosts.
Safe to stay in, so we can do it.
Able to post breakdowns due to being busy.
Let's go for a raw.
I start linking my
Dance.
paste.
I will do 63 to 75.
That's up to you. I don't think you need to.
Bird will KO me for sure. Maybe not.
Jeez, that did a,
Yes.
for a Corviknight, that did a lot. Yeah, I would say that's up to you,
Okay, so
Rain.
now I can bring Iron Bundle and go for Freeze Dry. Yeah, let's go for Freeze Dry. If he brings Entei,
I think he
I'll
brings
grab,
Entei in here. Oh, he sacks it.
get it
Sacking it also makes sense.
down, which is nice. Because now I can always bring the. If you bring games now, I can always go for the. What do you call it? Low kick. Because I
Rain,
think
if
it
you're
will be games
to
now.
go
Oh,
along with that, if
because I
you're
don't go for
talking
the shot,
about
which
like
is fine. Because you know I will bring
like
bundles,
team builders and
I
stuff,
can bring-
it's up to you. If you want to post team builders, you're
Let's
certainly
check
welcome
if
to.
we
You're
can do that. I
not
think that's what we
required to. That's just an optional thing. A lot of people tend to do that just to explain the sets that they have, but
Yeah, Solar and Children.
it's really optional. Ooh.
I can live with that. I don't mind much. So we can always go for rest.
Dondozo is just so bulky.
And let's switch to. Let's go for. Let's go for all dice. Okay, set to stay in. Okay, so it's like a mixed set.
TJP, what were you talking about with Rezi bringing the same team seemingly every week? It seems like Jakid does the same thing.
Not the AV.
E-Speed on an Avalug is insane. Using E-Speed onto an Avalug is crazy.
Let's check it. Cancel this. To live, you have to be like max. Without the nature, well. So let's just go for the. Please do not miss the Hydro Pump.
Missing Hydro here would be brutal. Nice, you hit.
Perfect.
And the takedown. That's good.
So you scale down.
Bringing Slowking in makes sense.
I feel like it doesn't have any physical one, so I guess I can go for Dondozo. I have to sacrifice Dondozo here. Yeah, I'm gonna try to chip that thing. Yeah, I can just go for liquidation.
They did 0.
Dang, nothing.
Defense drop is nice though.
So kill me. I want you to kill me. Ah, come on. When I want something, it doesn't.
I mean, you could get another defense drop though.
So at -1, bundle would still be better. Freeze dry switch in is non-existent now.
Even with the defense drop, that did nothing. What the heck? That's doing like minimal damage.
I did 2 freeze dry. I have 2 freeze dry, I mean. 2 liquidation. So I just have to check.
I mean, low kicks. First impression at -1 defense is gonna do a lot.
But I have to take that chance.
And I don't think anything wants to really switch in on that.
Yeah, I have to take that chance. Skull will not kill me. Will do 48 to 58. And you don't really have.
That's an
switch.
Oko, yeah.
All right, perfect. Look at killer.
Oh yeah, unaware. Well, no, unaware doesn't affect opponent's stat drops though, to my knowledge. I could be wrong on that too, but in my experience, I don't think unaware isn't affected by opponent stat drops. I think it only is the stat raises. Am I right?
So after that, I have to go for.
Again, I could be completely wrong on that.
Yeah, let's go for the big break.
I don't use unaware as much as I should.
At 25%. So he got some HP at this man, so we lost. Yeah. Para axe,
Yes.
man.
Okay.
I just have to hit the.
I'll accept
final
defeat
count.
on that then. Ignore debuff and buff.
I just have to hit all the hydro pumps.
Hitting all the hydros is gonna be crazy. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
fuck my life, man.
That's brutal.
Oh man, very stupid game, man. Stupid game.
What's crazy is I think that Grimmsnarl still lived the hydro.
Very stupid game.
And then the paralysis at the end, jeez. Ugh. That's rough. That game started out so bad for you. Like, that could not have been a worse start to that battle.
I hate that game for the para. Like, para is the most stupid status, man. Every damn time. It's supposed to be 25%. And in 4 turns,
Yeah, the para stat, with how often it occurs, is absolutely wild. What if I would have died if I didn't get para hacks early game? Yeah, you honestly would have been so much better off if they actually hit. That's brutal. That is absolutely brutal. So again, GG's to both of you, but at the same time, I feel bad, dude. That's awful RNG right there. So we have our final match for this week. We have Oro and Nova. This match is interesting because it's mono fighting against Rain. And no, I don't mean Tonka Rain. I mean Rain, the weather. I believe some changes were made after this battle, so this is not the entire team for Nova. The current matchup is Nova is 1-1 with a +2 differential, and Oro is 0-2 with a -6 differential. So Oro needs to win this game. Nova would like to win and get into the positive side of the bracket. Looking into this matchup specifically, fighting looks pretty good into the Archaludon. And I mean, the Golurk was a post pickup, I believe. Yep, Golurk got picked up after this. Same with Crabominable. And then I think Rafai had a Terra change too. So this is not the same teams. They kind of changed a little bit after this match. But obviously you're gonna have like the fairy weakness for fairy flying and most psychic weaknesses for Nova. For Oro, psychic is a pretty big weakness on that side, and Ghost, I mean, your only real check to Ghost is Grafii, and that's not great. I'm interested to watch this battle. It seems like this could be a very good one as well. A lot of these have been very good battles, to be completely fair, but a lot of RNG this week. Lots and lots of RNG this week.
Hello everybody and welcome back for week 3 of the PDL. Today we are playing Nova. He has a pretty insane mono fighting team that you see right here. I also want to mention that
this is the teams for this matchup. There was Lucario and Gumshoes still on Oro's side, and then on the other side we also still had Monferno and Heracross. No, Heracross is still there, I think. Gapdos was definitely still on that team. But yeah.
Week. I made some changes to the team. Barraskewda and Mesper obviously are no longer on the team. Barraskewda's changed to Regieleki, which I think is really good as a really fast electric type with Thunder. Really strong Thunders, albeit, like, you know, with a rain team, it just sounds like a really easy thing. I don't think a lot of people want to bring grounds into me most of the time. Like, they can try to justify it for specifically Regieleki, but then you have to bring a ground into rain and grassy terrain. Like, it's not a great idea, I feel, most of the time. And then Lucario just kind of was a blanket check to, like, certain things as, like, you know, some ice type. It gives me an ice type resist. It gives me a rock type resist. That was really only covered by Archaladon, and then ice wasn't even a resist for him. So that's the idea for Lucario, and it's just a really strong mon in general. We do have more changes that I have made for next week's battle. Hopefully I mention them at the end of this team builder, but worst case I'll mention them at the beginning of the next team builder. Hopefully, anyways, I remember to do that. But to just kick off this week, we are once again playing Nova today, he drafted a really fun mono fighting team. For this week, he had Como-O, Iron Hands, Galarian Zapdos, Keldeo, Hitmontop, Cobalion, Heracross, Urshifu Single Strike, and Monferno. And his Terras on Como-O were, I believe, Dragon, Steel, and Water. My first Pokemon that I decided to bring into him was a Weakness Policy Manaphy. I figured that with Acid Armor, I could really boost up my defenses to a sky-high level and tank most hits that he wants to fire at me. Como and Keldeo can be special attackers, but that's why we are running max HP and not max defense, to hopefully tank those hits a lot more reasonably. Keldeo's Secret Sword will be proccing through my physical defense, and its Water-type stab moves will be hitting the special side, but I am a Water-type naturally.
Yeah.
So I should be able to tank Keldeo's hits relatively well, and then Como will not be able to hit KO me with any
A Swift Swimmer is definitely really good in rain.
Which I am Terra Fairy for. For my attacks, I have Surf and Dazzling Gleam. I feel like they're really the only things I need. Surf is a good coverage for Cobalion and Monferno, obviously. It hits Terra Steel Como just fine. And then Dazzling Gleam hits the rest of his team for super effective damage, except for Terra Water.
I mean, I feel like if he picked up Dreadnought or
Floatzel,
this team could be insane too.
Including, I believe, that Terra Water Como. And then we finally have Rest as, you know, just a really easy recovery move that recovers me up to full HP and gets healed my status immediately as long as I have Rain up with Pelipper. Next we have Broly the Rillaboom. This is an incredible set for this week. Really all I need for damage is Acrobatics. It's a base 110 power move after Grassy Seed procs, which it will every time. Again,
that is a set for
Rillaboom. I really got to respect a little bit. But Como, I can actually click Leech Seed on and Protect through, so I can kind of stall out its HP. And then Keldeo, I am once again resisting the Water-type moves, and Secret Sword does hit through physical defense. The main thing that I have to worry about for this team would be Keldeo's Air Slash, potentially, and Monferno, which isn't really a mon that I expect to come into my Rain team. This is an incredible set. I think this will perform very well. Acrobatics hits everything really hard. It's at least 2 KO onto most of his team. Worst case, I can always proc Leech Seed on them and gets my recovery. Still does damage. Acrobatics is still a really strong move. Substitute Protect for stall. Like, it's a really incredible set. I believe we're outspeeding a max attack Hitmontop, and with Manaphy, I believe we're outspeeding Urshifu. Pelipper is once again a support Pokemon for Manaphy and Regieleki, which you'll see later. We are bringing a Damp Rock because I want 8 turns of Drizzle. In the rain, Hydro Pump is a 2-hit KO on Iron Hands and Terra Steel Como-O. So on those Pokemon, I can always just click Hydro Pump. Same thing for Cobalion, I'm more likely to click Hydro Pump on it, which is just a really powerful move every time. Hurricane is a just really powerful move. Once again, it's flying type attack with Stab, especially into his team. This is like gonna almost 2-hit KO. I think at least it's gonna 2-hit KO his entire team, if not an Oko. And then obviously we have Roost and U-Turn as just pretty standard attacks that Pelipper would more likely have. If I expect him to switch into Iron Hands and I know it's like his Soul Vest or something, I'll U-Turn on it and pivot out into something else. Then we have a Life Orb Lucario. This is a really standard set. This is just because I outspeed a lot of his team with Lucario, and I can hit him really hard with Close Combat, Meteor Mash, and Extreme Speed. If I threaten something out and I can get up a Sword Stance, even better. I'm going to hit his team really hard. Next we have Regieleki with a Magnet, so our Electric type attacks will be super boosted. He does not have a natural ground, and he doesn't even have a Terra type for ground, so his only electric switch in is Iron Hands, which is super susceptible to being stalled out with Thunder Cage, Protect, and Substitute. If I can trap it in here and I can just stall out most of its HP, then he can't really afford to stay in much longer, and then we can just click Thunders and stuff on turns where we have off time, and it's really hard for him to deal with Regieleki, especially if Iron Hands is weakened. Thunder is almost an Oko on most of his team. I think the only mons that don't get Oko'd are like Como with Terra Dragon, or not Terra Slicing at all. Maybe Terra Steel can live in attack, and then Hitmontop because of his natural special bulk. But Thunder is just super strong into his team. It's an absolute nuke button that I expect to click multiple times this game. And then finally, we do have Glamora, pretty standard lead set here that we definitely will be leading with. Toxic Debris, just because he has so many physical attackers, it's more than likely going to get procced. And if it leads Keldeo, we still get Dazzling Gleam damage off on it, and we can just chip it down really hard. If we can maybe outspeed, like if he leads with like Como to Iron Hands, something like that, we can outspeed and get one layer of spikes up at least, which is also going to be really huge. The poison, the Toxic Spikes is really like the main draw here. He does not have a great switch into it at all. If it really anything, he has to go like Hitmontop, which will 1 get poisoned, and 2, I have ways of OHKOing with my team. And it's just really hard for him to really deal with, you know, Toxic Spikes in this game, especially if I can OHKO that Hitmontop on Iron Hands that's poisoned, getting Leech Seeded, and getting hit by Electro Cage. Not going to do anything really substantially this game. And that is going to be the team for this week. As far as my changes for next week go, give me 1 sec and I will pop it up so I don't give you, wrong information. These will be my final 3 changes. We have put on a Reggie Alecki. Or sorry, Reggie Alecki's already on the team. So we changed Grafai Eye's Terra Ghost to Terra Dark. I don't have a natural Dark, and Psychic Terrain Teams can be frustrating for me. Lucario was changed to a Golurk. This gives me a natural Ghost instead of Grafai Eye, which means that I can actually spin block stuff, which makes Rivambi's Sticky Webs a little bit more viable. And we changed Gumshoes, which was really just a throw on onto my team anyways, to a Crabominable, which still gives me that natural Ice Resist, and it gives me a Fighting type, so I can more effectively deal with Ice types a lot more considerably. The Iron Bundle from week 1 has apparently scarred me to a level that I didn't quite expect. But that will be the team from now on. You'll see the image for the rest of the season, and that will be today's team builder. So we'll move on right to the battle versus Nova. See you guys there. Hello, everybody. This is Oro back again for the PDL. This is week 3. We'll be playing Nova today. I'm actually super nervous about this game, and it's not because of anything about his team. I just feel like, I don't know, my last 2 games have not been very good. I think I had 4-0 and 5-0 respectively. Like, that's not a good record at all. But I do think I have a decent way of dealing with his team for sure.
Okay, so Keldeo, Hitmontop, Cobalion, Gyarados, Como, and Iron Hands. I can see a Gyarados lead, honestly.
Because that was actually the main concern, because I'm actually an Acid Armor set. I'm not shocked about Keldeo. And I'm actually pretty sure that I can just lead with Glamora pretty easily. Yeah, like there's like Como is definitely like a threat for sure. But if he's Terra Steel, then he can't actually set up on me. I think Glamora is perfectly fine lead. If he isn't Clanger Soul, then Lucario should actually be faster than it as well. And if it's Terra Steel, then we can just close combat it. It'll probably die. Unless it's like Iron Defense or something, you know? I'm super nervous about this game. I don't know if my team is like super good into him, but I am pretty sure that it's good enough. I'm hoping that I can actually bait out Iron Hands into Thunder Punching Manaphy, preferably Thunder Punch, but I do have a weakness policy set, and I'm excited to use it.
That's also a solid
That
dude.
is perfectly fine. He could Iron Head me is the thing, but at the same time, I don't know how much I care. I do kind of want to just get spikes up. At least 1 layer would be nice. If I could Earth Power this, I don't want to take an Iron Head, man, because last week I got flinched by an Iron Head. I'm sure its like attack isn't very high, but even if it's not, like even if it's minimal offense, see, I could switch into like Pelipper or even like Reggie Alecki or something. Could go Manaphy, but I don't really want to get paralyzed. I think it's fine to get hit by the Iron Head, and I'll probably just go and click Earth Power because he does not have a Pokemon that wants to take that poison. He doesn't care really because of Hitmontop at the same time. Let's just click Earth Power, I think. Iron Head is expected for sure.
I've always wanted to try Rain and Draft.
Don't
Honestly,
flinch. Please
it's
do not flinch.
for once there's no RNG. That's all I'm gonna
That's
say.
very good damage as well.
Yeah,
I can't
Rain
probably
is
just, like,
interesting.
swap
It's
right
gotten
now.
a
I
lot
want to say
more
there's a chance that Lucario can kill it.
prevalent.
Gamora did 70
especially
minimum.
recently.
Lucario should be doing 17 minimum with
If you want to
extreme
talk about
speed.
Rain and
10%,
Draft,
so no, it's
I
not
would
enough quite yet.
ask one of the mods, Apu. Dude is
For sure,
a
it's not gonna be
Rain
enough.
demon.
I could switch, and I think I might as well.
Just ask about Dreadnought.
Because I could just go into Reggie Alecki or something. Reggie Alecki doesn't take too much damage. From an Iron Head anyways, it doesn't. But it's likely to click Body Press, is my thought. So it might be wise to just let Glamora go down, especially because then I can get my extra whatever. So I'm going to click Dazzling Gleam because it should be enough to kill it. And he is going to Volt Switch. What would he go out into? What would he go out into? Hitmontop is very possible.
It's not my playstyle.
I just
Arch
Go into Lucario
is
maybe and click close combat?
yeah, our Caledon is a beast. Especially in like VGC.
Levi is
Specifically in
the
VGC,
Hitmontop.
I would say. Singles is really good
Now,
still
he
too,
could
though.
be Mach Punch with Technician and Adamant. Mach Punch would knock out Lucario, but at the same time, if he is Adamant, like max speed, close combat has a really good chance of killing it. My other option would be to go out into it was heavy duty boots as well. Okay, that's fine. Could go into Manaphy early, but I think I'm fine with just going Pelipper. Could also go out into... Do I need Lucario? It hurts pretty bad, but the Cobalion's weak, and I don't have another reason for it besides... I could go Lucario. I'm gonna click CC as well, because there's no universe where a Mach Punch should be able to...
Calydon is just
banded, which is obviously
really good.
Close combat is gonna crit as well. Ooh.
Rocks, Draco, Body Press, T-Wave, favorite set.
Immediately moving it like that is ginormous.
That-
if it was max offense,
I'm
then
a big
that
offense
is
guy.
87.5% chance
I
to
like
kill.
offense.
Because
I like
of
bulky offense. So our Calydon is my kind of set,
I could
or
have
my
had
kind of
that
mod.
Dolly to just
But that set,
Como.
I
Speaking of Como, I actually probably just click
T-Wave
Como on
we've
that
established
because
is
my other thought
broken
would be
in
go out and do,
draft.
Reggie. Sorry, like I guess Zapdos would probably be the lead. Oh, dude, that's so huge. That's huge, dude. I imagine he goes out into Zapdos, and I definitely don't have a switch in for it. Rillaboom, believe it or not, is actually my best switch in, but it doesn't tank 2 Brave Birds either way. Pelipper can tank 2 Brave Birds, but that's only if it's Scarfed and not Banded or anything like that. Paulo is going to be Zapdos, as I expected. I think I might just click Extreme Speed on this, but I expect him to click Close Combat or something, and I do not need this thing that much. Definitely would be nice to keep it around. Let's go Pelipper, because again, he can only kill me if he goes Brave Bird. And he would have to be banded to consistently do it because he doesn't have any sort of hazards up. It's an 11.7% chance to hit KO if it's not adamant. He's just Jolly.
Healing Berry on it too, like Mago.
And
Citrus would be preferred in my opinion,
from Pelipper into Zapdos.
just because you're guaranteed to get it. And
he's thinking really hard.
bulky
So he's
offense
probably
player too.
expecting to go
Yeah,
Pelipper.
bulky
Really
offense
hope
is
he goes for
a
Close
very
Combat, 'cause
fun
he definitely needs to do that in order to
mindset
kill
to
Lucario.
have. It's a very fun play style.
He's gonna Brave Bird though.
I like to be able to come in, take a hit,
Not
and
quite
then either set up or just
I
destroy
anticipate he's probably
something.
gonna switch out. What will he switch out into though?
That's the
I mean,
way I
that could
like
be
to
Iron
run
Hands.
things.
I kind of want a U-turn. How much does Pelipper do to Iron Hands? 41%. That's really good, especially if it's like not very especially defensive. Then it's actually going to end up taking more than that. I'm super fine with clicking Hydro Pump here. I expect him to switch. Yeah. Does he go into Como though? That is obviously Iron Hands. This is going to hurt really bad, especially if like we can also determine if he's AV here. That poison doesn't help him in any way. He's definitely AV. You can see it. We are definitely going out into Rillaboom. Because even if he
Bulky
goes for
or
an Ice Punch
balance
into
is
Rillaboom,
best.
it's
Yeah,
like 33
I
or
agree.
something like
Bulky
that.
offense
Max
or
roll.
balance is just... Stall is the
Definitely wasn't
worst.
able to really, like,
Lee,
deal with this thing super well. It
TJP,
is just
if you
Zapdos.
go into
Gotta be able to do anything.
go into the
Depending on if he
general
has
chat,
Ice Punch, which he
ping
might not.
stand
We
demand,
can potentially just
and
substitute that as
say
well, because
stall
he's
is the worst
probably
play
what I wanted to
style.
do.
Please do that. I will back you up in the group, in the chat. I will do that.
You do
Hyper
have
offense
Mercy
is
Surge,
most
that's good for him, but
rewarding.
he's
Yeah,
poison as well.
that's fair. Please go into
you
the
wanna do
general
here?
chat and say that.
Good Ice Punch.
Let's start an argument.
That's fine. If he's gonna keep close combating me, then I can definitely just get Leech Seed up here. And honestly, even Leech Seed like is good for everything on my team. Like you saw how little damage he did as well. We could potentially substitute. I really want to click
Stan
substitute, but I
Demand.
think Leech Seed's probably my best.
If
move
you
right now,
type, if
because no
you
matter what,
at
I'm assuming he can switch
Stan,
out.
he's the guy that
That's
looks like a
actually
furry.
nothing. That's insane.
He's got like the furry profile picture.
After Leech Seed and Poison damage, and if he goes for CC again, and Acrobatics potentially takes
He's
out.
the community manager.
Because he'll be taking like 40% or something like that if he's not max HP or anything like that. That's 100% AV. Unless he could be max special defense, like max bulk and everything, because that's close combat did not do anything. And Pelipper hypothetically should have done more damage there. He is gonna withdraw. Did he go Zapdos right away? I hope he didn't. That's not Zapdos. That is Como.
I don't see the general chat.
That's why.
Under
he did not
text
click.
channels, general, under the on PDL.
Right through me. This thing does not hurt me very much. Like,
His
it
name
could,
will
hypothetically,
pop up as Staniel.
do a decent amount to me, but like I could
He,
also
the
just click
community
Acrobatics
manager,
on it,
pops
and
up
he
as
doesn't tear
Staniel.
right away,
This is
because he's
Discord
anticipating
server
to be resistant
name.
or anything like that. We do 50%. And I'm definitely just gonna click Acrobatics right away. There's no need to do anything else, anything special. I hope he doesn't Terra, because Acrobatics is all I need, and they're big damage. And I'm faster as well, which is huge.
Rocks Como.
That Rocks is annoying, sure, but it's not even the end of the world, especially... Well, Gloomore did drop,
Rocks
though.
on Como just feels like a wasted move slot sometimes.
I'm clicking substitute on this now, because after this turn, Brave Bird's gonna be able to kill, or Acrobatics is gonna be able to kill it. If you go Zapdos, then
It's like
defend
Necrozma,
against me
in my
either.
opinion.
I'm clicking sub. He could click
It's like running Rocks on
kind of
Necrozma.
weird, but substitute seems super easy and like super good here, especially if he's planning on switching out into like Iron Hands again. don't know. I'm glad he's bulky though, because I
Special
love
Mets
bulky
is my
Como. I don't
favorite
feel like a
set
lot
in
of
the
people do that
season
in
so
draft league.
far.
And I mean,
Power
I
Gem
love
Meow.
my bulky
That is
Como.
crazy. Forgot Como got rocks.
This is looking really good for me. He is gonna
It's
Terra,
not
by the way,
surprising
but
that it
substitute.
gets
So,
rocks.
Unless he's clicking Terra Dragon, Clanging Scales, and he is max special attack and everything like that. Yeah, he's Terra Steel. So we are
Oh,
able to get
that's
off my
why.
substitute. I don't know
Verification.
what he's gonna be able
That's
to
why.
click against me. There
Verify
were breaks
my
through
account.
substitute
Yeah,
units,
I just saw that.
but
I don't know why it does that.
I am max defense, so there's a chance that doesn't kill me, but I'm sure it does. Or break. Oh, it didn't even break my sub. Yeah, that's pretty bad for him. How much damage is he gonna take from Toxic and Leech Seed? This looks impossible for him to break through now. He didn't bring Heracross, he didn't bring Monferno. He has to go Zapdos at some point, and I can always just set up substitute on everything else that isn't named Keldeo.
That's the one. That's like the one issue I have
I
with
could
Wick.
click Acrobatics, but I don't think Acrobatics will do. enough
It
to
has
kill
you re-verify
especially
stuff
with
every so
Max's
often.
physical defense. Acrobatics might kill it. I think
Power
I'm
Gem
okay
Meow
with
is for
clicking
the
it,
game
because I
consistency.
also
Yeah,
took the Brightbird.
Special Meow
from
is
the
low-key really good for
This might kill
whatever
too.
reason.
It did knock it out.
Can't
That's
see it.
So huge.
Here, I'll
Took
ping
my
you.
sub as well.
I'll ping you in it.
It's very good. Very, very good there. My Rillaboom is set up to do crazy work, and obviously this is like the bad part about being, you know, a mono team, because I'm pretty.
Yeah, I just
decent
pinged
at
you in the
preparing for
general
that type of
chats.
thing, in my opinion. Like, I don't know what he'd be able to do. He'd have to go Cobalion, and I'm just gonna click substitute until it breaks my sub. You know, there's nothing that like I have to fear from Cobalion.
You also
some point,
ran
Manaphy's able to
Special
set up
Ments
armor too, and it wouldn't take any damage from anything either.
week 3 this week. We saw that. Yeah,
don't know what he
CC.
did.
Yeah, that was the match against CC2. Yeah, that's true.
Because Cobalion, like, I don't even think Max Fizdef Cobalion will do nothing with body press. No, it doesn't. It would have to be bold, and that's only a roll. Oh, not even. It's not even a roll. You'd have to have a damage boosting item and everything. Like, he would have to really have invested into his damage. I don't know if a max attack close combat will be doing more than that.
Got it.
That is
There you
the
go.
Zapdos. What is he gonna do? We're gonna click substitute one turn, because he's gonna have to decide what he wants to do. Ooh, that's super good. Okay, and we avoided it.
You might get incog with that too, honestly.
Okay, well, I know he's not like banded or anything like that, and we're not gonna be taking anything from this. We can click Leech Seed one turn. But yeah, this is obviously gonna break my sub, but it's not gonna do enough with the second dual wing beat. Really be meaningful, in my opinion. I don't think it will. The second dual wing beat did nothing. That did actually 0 damage to me. And
I
this
pinged
Leech Seed will
Sand
actually
for
just
you.
power back up. This really boom set. Like, I knew it was gonna
That'd
get
be
into
good,
his team,
good.
but I didn't think it was gonna like really do all this. Like, you saw how little damage that second hit dual wing beat did. That's not a weak attack, considering it's
Let the
Zapdos.
fun begin.
We can click Acrobatics here.
Absolutely.
In fact, we could potentially even click substitute, but he's
Just
gonna get
Rillaboom
the
is
second
doing
hit anyways,
damage
I
in
think
the
so
Nova
anyways.
though.
If I were to like check go back and just like change the base power to 40 or something, he's actually not
Stands
doing
typing.
enough with one hit of the dual wing beat to break a substitute. But at the same time, I'm just gonna click Acrobatics here. And he missed again. Yeah, I mean, I'm so sorry, Nova. That's like super unfortunate, because this is the
And all
amount of
inaccurate moves on that match.
defense
Yeah,
that
you
this
really
Rillaboom
did.
has is super bad for your team. It's super bad. I'm so sorry about those misses. I didn't miss my Leech Seed or anything like that either. We click, I mean, we click Substitute into Iron Hands. We click Leech, I guess we click Leech Seed into Iron Hands. Keldeo, the Pokemon fan. This could be Air Slash. I think no matter what, I just click Acrobatics into it, because worst case, we still have Lucario, and the Extreme Speed plus Toxic, you know, might end up taking it out. He is Air Slash. Does he flinch me? Ooh, he's Specs. He's Super Specs too. He doesn't flinch me. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I am gonna switch into Regieleki, because he is 100% Specs. He could, guess, technically be like...
It's a Pokemon battle, not a
He did have Rock
Pokemon
Slap, though.
waiting.
I don't have Spin on Regieleki, so that's a sack now, is Rillaboom, and I don't think it sets up Grassy Terrain either. That was a little bit of an oversight on my end, I think. That's not gonna do anything.
Alright, we're gonna let that
We're
argument
definitely
just
gonna be
run
faster
its
than it, at
course
least.
for a little bit.
And I think we click Thunder Cage, because even if he swaps back into like Iron Hands or something, he's still very, very healthy. He's not gonna be able to eat this very like comfortably. And even if I miss my Thunder Cage, yeah, he's gonna switch. Does he go Iron Hands? He does go Iron Hands. He is very healthy still. Thunder Cage is going to trap it and snare it. He's not gonna be able to do anything. I think we might get one turn of Substitute. So we can protect and substitute this turn, or in this like next.
Thunder Cage is such an
in order.
interesting move.
But I knew this. I knew Regieleki was also like super good, because he did not have a ground type. All he had was Iron Hands.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if there is a
It's, like,
fighting
definitely
and ground
super good
type.
into Regieleki, but it's not like anything crazy, especially since I do have Thunder Cage. I think I could justify switching here as well, going straight into Pelipper, because Thunders, like for perfectly accurate Thunders, would be super, super good. And that might actually end up cleaning the game. So we are gonna go Pelipper, I think. Sure, he's not gonna be able to. He's not gonna take the Thunder Cage, but he is still toxic. That crit on with Lucario was like, it's made all the difference. Jeez, oh my god. Wow. Pelipper still being alive is super nice too. I think we're probably in the clear. I imagine he goes Keldeo, and just takes out a Pokemon. I don't think I have anything that can really switch into it because it is Spexed. Like, I mean, Manaphy maybe because it is max HP, but like Spexed in the rain. Like, I guess I can technically take a Surf with Manaphy, like 2 Surfs, but if it's going to go Hydro Pump, then I'm going to drop to it anyways. And Manaphy is still valuable because it is very, very bulky. Pelipper is bulky as well, but can it tank anything crazy? I don't think so. Largo was... Have I seen Largo? Oh, okay, I have. Yeah. So this thing's going to Volt Switch, I imagine. We're going to just sack Rillaboom, because that way you can't even pivot. But they do have the rocks still. He is going to drop to the rocks. We get to see what he's going to do, which I imagine was Volt Switch to take out Pelipper and then pivot out. But I stacked Rillaboom now. So he's not able to Volt Switch, and I think I've cleaned up the game. I do have to be careful with Keldeo, and that's why I still have Pelipper. Because Keldeo could go Vacuum Wave. So we got to protect on Keldeo. But we are going to click Thunder because it's perfectly accurate in the rain.
I can't believe Mag tagged me there.
I don't have to risk Thunder Cage missing.
Oh yeah, it
Thunder
started, yeah.
Cobalion. And then we can protect on Keldeo next turn to see what move it's going for, and then guarantee that we get our differential as well. This was like, I hate to say it was like, it was easier for me to prep for it personally because I have an experience with Monotype. In the past, I used to run a Monotype, Ice, Fire, and Rock teams. Those are like the 3 that I always like to play with. We just protect here and we claim a kill with Glimmor's Poison. Even if it was a Vacuum Wave, it's just gonna drop. Yeah. But GG's to Nova. I mean, I know he's been going through a little bit, not personal life or anything like that, but like just had a rough. I think he just had a rough day or something like that. He let me know because it was a little late, but it's more than okay. I hope he's okay for sure. And I mean, that was a clean game on my end. I'm super glad about that win. Don't get me wrong, but I just can't feel good about it in good faith because I did crit with Lucario. Obviously, I missed both. He missed both of those dual wing beats, which were very huge for me in my differential. Like I definitely got super lucky, so I can't help but be a little like shaken, not shaken or anything like that, but like you know what I mean. Definitely wasn't the cleanest game for both of us, but I'm glad about my win. GG's to Nova. I mean, his fighting type team is like still super scary. Like he hits so goddamn hard. He's so bulky. If he had Urshifu, I think I might have been a little more afraid, but Manaphy was still there with Terra Fairy to keep it in check.
Oro got a much needed
yeah, I mean,
win in that
and
to go to 1 and 2. GG's to both Oro and Nova. That takes us to the end of our week 3 watch along. So thank you guys for joining for this. And starting a little bit of a Discord discussion in terms of stall and how much of a valid playstyle it is. Thank you guys for joining the watch along stream for this week for week 3. We're gonna have week 4 next week. It will be roughly around the same time, between a 1 and 2 p.m. start time. So keep an eye out for that ping. Go ahead and vote for week 4 pick'ems in the division news for next week. That'll be live tomorrow. Thank you guys again for joining and chatting and watching these battles. Yeah, let's hope that RNG does not play a factor in next week. But yeah, thank you guys for... I'm the advocate for that. Yeah, I mean... we'll see. We'll see what happens for week 4. Thank you guys for joining, though. We'll catch you guys next week. Peace.